All right. All right. All right.
Hey. Oh, I need to turn my sound up. There we go. Hope y'all are having a good night. I'm not losing my grip. I actually did the impossible tonight. Hi, all. I did the impossible tonight. You see, what I did when they hit... No, you'd be so facetious. What is that? Where's that sound coming from? Okay, so, I'm not gonna lie. I have the Doyon song playing right now, and I have no idea where it's coming from. I'm like going nuts trying to figure out where this music is coming from, and I have no idea. Ah! Okay, well, that's working. So, anyway. Yeah, I did the impossible tonight. What did I do? You might ask? I actually well, I woke up from my nap. All right, so I need to emphasize how big of a deal that is. Like, usually, especially my college days, I would like go to bed. And I'd be like, oh yeah, I would take a nap for like an hour, and the next thing I know, it would be like 2 a.m. I still do that. So for me to be like, oh, okay, I'm not only going to take a nap, but I'm going to commit to a stream, go to bed, and wake up for real. Oh my lord. Yeah, because like, I do like it, Bob. I like it so much, in fact, that I want to turn it off. Oh, I know what's happening here. So I figured it out. It was Steam. Like, this is the weird thing with this. It's always Steam that does this. So what happened was I've been looking at playing the long drive for my streams. I've kind of been I've been looking beyond Slime Rancher because I believe we're kind of close to finishing most of Slime Rancher up. And I've been wanting to figure out what do we do after Slime Rancher, and I kind of want to play the long drive. I've been seeing some gameplay of it, and I at least want to try it. That's a bit of a commitment. It lives up to its name from what I understand, but I feel like playing the long drive on this stream would be kind of fun. Like, because I was talking about wanting to do something like a more chat-oriented stream, and we would have to beat Slime Rancher 2. Yeah, I want Slime Rancher 2 to be done, though. And it's not looking super close to it. And you know, the argument could be made, well, not Slime Rancher 2. The long drive is still in early access as well. Here's the difference in my opinion. Like, Slime Rancher is a pretty polished game. It looks really nice. And it is beautiful, and everything is pretty, and everything works super well and smoothly. Everything I've seen from the long drive, the scuff is part of the appeal. Yeah, y'all lead me astray on the long drive. Never. What is the long drive? You never heard of it? So here, I'll pull it up. Oh, let me pull it up on the big screen so I can show you all what I'm talking about here. But yeah, no, I'm still in disbelief that I actually made it to the stream. I'm not gonna lie. I went to bed like an hour ago, and I was thinking to myself, will I make it to this stream? And I'm so happy I did. I'm so happy I did. I'm so proud of myself. What is happening here? Hang on. Oh, okay, hang on. We might see some changes here in a sec. We might see some audio blow up in a second. What is... Holy smokes. Okay, hang on. Okay, many of my questions have just been answered. Okay, can you also hear me? Yes. All right. So let's bring up the long drive. And you can take a look at this. Yeah, so the idea... Let me do this, and where is my main monitor? Bam! There we are. Let me turn on system audio for you. Crank this up. I don't want to play the music, but like, so the idea is that you are on a very long road. You played a Roblox to rip off the long drive. Yeah, I feel like Roblox would not work well for simulating this though. I feel like take a look at Pacific Drive 2. It looks good. It's like that, but good and not scuffed. Yes, Pacific Drive looks sick. I would actually be down for Pacific Drive as well. So the idea... hello, Noah. Hello, Noah. Let's see here. I have a challenge for you that you cannot say the letter O. Well, by reading that message, I kind of did. Oh, well, there we go. It's over. Because I was going to say, by reading that message, I kind of did. It has no O's in it, but then I said however, and that ended it. So that was a good run, but whatever. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at like games that we're going to play beyond Slime Rancher once we're done with Slime Rancher, because I think we're going to be hitting it pretty close to the end of it tonight or next stream whenever we play Slime Rancher again. So yeah, it looks pretty fun. I've heard that this is a 40-hour run though. Does the long drive even have an ending? I heard that it does, supposedly. It looks super cool though. I really want to play it. But let's take a look at Pacific Drive. Can't say the letter W. That one's a little easier because it's a little bit less common in the English language. You can go a long distance. There was a 3-letter word that begins with W that I was about to say. You can go a long distance without saying W. That one's a little easier. A tad easier. So, looking at this, let's pop over to Pacific Drive. Because, yes, Pacific Drive does look pretty sick. It has a little bit of a different vibe than the long drive. I think part of the appeal of the long drive is that it's got a special kind of scuff. But Pacific Drive looks sick. Let me pop this open for you so y'all can see it. Unless it's My Summer Car I'm thinking of. Let's see here. You struggle to get anywhere in the long drive? Yeah. Well, I just did by reading out a message from chat. But yeah, so basically, the Pacific Drive is a little bit less scuffed. It has like a little bit of a cooler, like more control style art style. It looks cool. I was wanting to play this when it first came out. I heard mixed things though. But I love the Pacific Northwest so much. I would so be down for playing this too. I'm kind of just in a I'm in a mood to play some driving games. That's been like the vibe that I've been feeling recently. I've really been wanting to play some driving games. And so, I don't know, maybe we could try them both. Like, maybe what we could do one week is we could do a long drive stream and we could do a Pacific Drive stream and we could see which one we like better. I would be kind of down for that. You know, dang it. Amanda kind of figured it out. I want to weaponize my road rage. On stream. So my idea with this is that we can weaponize my road rage for entertainment purposes, and I think the idea of like playing either the long drive or Pacific Drive would be kind of fun. I think that the long drive would be funnier, but Pacific Drive would be sick too. And it's still 40% off. Ends January 20th. I've got time to think about it. I say let's do it. That's my thought. I say, that's funny, you could buy the deluxe edition for less than the normal edition right now. Yeah, that Among Us music. Yeah, I got a little soundboard that I can hit to hit stuff. I love it so much. So, let's see here. I need to catch up with chat here. Let's hear. Just on stream? Yeah, exactly, just on stream. Have I played Forza Horizons? Those games feel just so good to drive around in. Yeah, I don't know. Forza Horizon, those games also look beautiful. Like, I know the Forza games are widely considered to be some of the most like pretty games out there. They look good, but I don't know if they have like the right type of like long distance stuff. She got the treadmill working again, but she said not to use it because of some reason. We may be getting your treadmill trauma dumping back soon. Why did she tell you if it's working and then just tell you not to use it again? Just say it's still not working. That's kind of funny, but I saw that you were getting your treadmill back last night. I was so happy for you. I was so happy for you. Yeah, I hope that you do get it back, because it sounds like it was a good influence in your life. Well, she said something, she still is doing something with, I see. Yeah, so Forza does look cool. I'm not sure if it's the vibe I want, but I'm willing to try it. So Bob, you've tried a couple of these, huh? Let's shelve this idea. I think the idea of playing some of these on stream would be kind of fun. Because I've wanted to do like some more of those chat-oriented streams anyway. And we need something that's kind of a similar pacing to Slime Rancher when we're done with it. And I think one of these would kind of fit the bill. So I think this is where we go. Forza doesn't have long distance for sure. It's arcade, fast-paced kind of stuff. Yeah. That's the impression that I had that it was more of. But nevertheless, it's something to consider as well. The only thing I wonder about is the music, because doesn't Forza use like a lot of like kind of pop hit type music? There's probably like a streamer mode. I would hope there is. Yeah, honestly, the crew. I mean, before the whole thing with Stop Killing Games started up and showed that the crew kind of sucked for what it was doing, the crew would have been kind of cool. The crew kind of fit like the long distance build too, but nah. Whatever. You know, one game that surprises me that people like never play, what's this game called? Like a sport. It's gonna drive me crazy. There's like this game, and I think it's by Ubisoft, I want to say, where you're just on an island and there's like a bunch of just different random sports like snowboarding and paragliding and stuff that you could do. And I'm surprised that nobody ever talks about it, because I was watching a buddy of mine play it a while back. Let me see here. Let me fresh browser window. Let's go Ubisoft Sports Island game. Like, not that I would necessarily play this one on stream, but I watched it and I thought it looked pretty cool. It was called not Sports Party. What is this game called? Like, wait, is this the one? Well, Riders Republic. Riders Republic. So take a look at this game. Like, it surprises me. Getting good at Euro Truck Simulator is very satisfying. Euro Truck Simulator is another one I was thinking about. I think it'd be kind of fun to play. I am playing Slime Rancher. Yeah, sorry for anyone who's expecting the Slime Rancher right away. I was spending the first part talking with chat for a little bit. This game, it always kind of surprises me. It always kind of surprises me when people like don't talk about this game, because it's kind of sick. Because it's like a super crazy variety game. Like there's like bicycling courses. I always forget that y'all can't see this as well as I can. Let me zoom in. There we go. So there's like bicycling courses and like skating stuff. And let me see here, like paragliding. I don't know. I don't get why people don't talk about this game as much, because I was watching my buddy play it. And it looked really fun, and like the art style's really sick. I don't know. I think that this one like was kind of underrated. I thought. I mean, obviously I haven't played it myself. Maybe it loses its appeal, but the thought that there's like a game out here, and I felt like it just never got talked about at all. That was what was so weird to me, because my buddy was playing this game. And I was thinking to myself, like, I should have at least heard about this game, you know? Like, I feel like I should have at least heard about this thing. And he just, like, popped it on one day. I was like, what in the hell is this? And what year did this come out in? Because he was playing it back in, like... He was playing it back, I think this was a couple years ago, like 2020, that I saw him playing it, Riders Republic. Game looks good. You think he blew it off because you had bought 2 other skiing games? That's the thing. Yeah, so it came out in 2021. It just was kind of like a sleeper release. I don't know. Very odd. Anyway, yes, it is time for us to play Slime Rancher. I've got my second wind. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff open here. All right, well, you got to see a little bit of the process of me making thumbnails and whatnot. It's also Ubisoft too. Yeah, that's the big L there. It's Ubisoft. I'm just surprised that I never heard about it like all that publicly. It's just kind of because I'm pretty tuned in. I'm pretty locked into gaming news. Like I feel like I hear about everything. So when something like that just kind of shortest chatting session of this week, yeah, I kind of feel like going, because we chat while we play Slime Rancher. I just realized I think the title says we're still playing Pokemon Scarlet. Oops. Yeah, our category is Pokemon Scarlet. Dang it! Okay, let me fix that. Slime Rancher. So for anyone who is here for Pokemon Scarlet, I am very sorry. That's gonna be Thursday night. But thanks for coming. I hope you're enjoying your time here. Hi. Okay, Slime Rancher. We're changing the category to Slime Rancher. Can't believe it. False advertisement. Yeah, you know, just file in the allegations. File in the twitlongers. I'm done. I'm cooked. Anyway, why is my Stream Deck not able to read my GPU usage? Whatever. I don't care. I'm not going to troubleshoot that right now. Okay. I think we're good. That's switched up. That's switched up. That's switched up. Ow! Okay. And I think we're good. Oh. Hang on. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I changed the... Okay, yep. Dang it. Stop! Okay. I need to get this show on the road. Okay, Slime Rancher's in high demand right now. Okay. Dang it! Stop! Dang it! Okay. Ow. Okay. Nope. That's not done yet. I thought for a second it was done yet. I thought for a second it'd be done, and it was not. It was not. Okay. Nope. Okay. Still not done. It's launching. I promise y'all, it's launching. Okay. I think we're good. Right? Okay, there we go. Okay. Let's go ahead and do a couple things here. I'm gonna zoom out there. I'm going to go into Slime Rancher. I'm gonna make sure Slime Rancher is casting to the right. Ow! I'm gonna make sure Slime Rancher is casting the right audio source. And no, nope. We did that. We did that last stream. We don't need to do it again. Okay, it should. Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, it'd be really cool. It was a good use. I'm not gonna lie, it was a good use of your Sen coin. If you had to blow your Sen coin. Oh, hang on. Yeah, you know, the beautiful colors of Slime Rancher. There we go. And I mute my chat music. Unmute this. Hey, look at this. Look who's remembering to do their streamer things. Okay, now if I turn that up, you should be able to hear it, right? Oh, don't tell me. Don't say it ain't so. Hang on. Okay, is it audible for you all? Like, can you hear it? It looks like you can at least hear it. Will have to be. Why is it so long? Why this long? It was a fun adventure that we just had. Okay. Let me know if the sound ends up being like too quiet. I think we're good. Oh. There we go. That's why. I need to switch those audio sources. I get them mixed up every time. Yeah. Okay, you should definitely be able to hear it now. Actually, it's very loud now. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, at long last. Let me know. Yo, hi there. Hello, Blue Boy. You're just in time. We just got started with Slime Rancher. Okay, I'm thinking here. Let me see. Is there anything I'm forgetting? That's it. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, categories changed. Titles corrected. We're in Slime Rancher. Audio's good. Look at that. You know, relatively scuff-free opening. So, last that we played, we had a few things that were going on. Let me catch you up on what's been going on SenkOtter Ranch here. So, the first thing that we did was we did finally make it to the desert. We made it to the glass desert. The glass desert. So there we go. You approve your Yeah, yeah, y'all did great. I will say that was a good bombardment. Ooh, what the hell is happening? Oh, okay. Okay, so when I see the slimes from a distance and their eyes are like that weird orange color, it freaks the hell out of me. Freaks the hell out of me, ain't gonna lie. Okay. I need to power these things because these things like to play Tom Sawyer if I don't feed them water. So I need to wake up Tom Sawyer real quick. There we go. Tom Sawyers are awake. And next up what we need to do is I need to wake up. Is this one playing Tom Sawyer too? Yes. All right, wake up. No, work. Oh, I guess it has nothing to work on. Funny how that. It does it? What's it doing? Hang on. What are you doing? Explain to me. Okay. Veggies from gardens to corrals. Are the corrals full? Are the gardens out of veggies? What's happening here? Why did I plant these here? What was the idea? What was I doing last stream? Okay. I might have been a little bit less organized than I thought. Dang it. All right, well, we'll figure it out. So there's a few things that I have to do. First off, ooh, quantum plorts are a nice little high there. I think we capitalize on that immediately. What the hell is that? Have I picked up one of those plorts before? What kind of plort is that? Interesting. Well, we'll figure it out. Yeah, because it's acting as though I've picked up one of these before. I have not, but whatever. Betty. Okay, so my first idea here is we sell the quantum plorts. You know,
So let's say, hypothetically, I sold the quantum plorts.
You know, that's what we're gonna do first. We're gonna go here and work our way over here. And I'm just gonna, you know, like party like it's 1999 here. Just shoot these all over the place. All over the place. I never understood where that like idea of partying like it's 1999 came from. I mean, you know, I would not have been old enough to remember, but I still don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, let's see here. It shows the port is activated when you unlock the area it's located in. That makes sense. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so yes, I'm so glad. I just want to say right now, I am so glad that I upgraded this silo to level 4. You know, I mean, looking at this, I was so concerned that I would run out of space. You know, like I looked at what was happening here and I thought, man, I'm filling this up so quickly that I need 4 of them. And I think I made a very economically sound, well-researched, well-optimized decision. That's my takeaway from this. Let's see here. What is the most torturous, mild inconvenience? Like not being able to watch YouTube while eating, for example? That's a very good one, actually. Let's see here. For me, I like how I... Dude, I'm just like abusing these robots here. Like I literally, the robot put the plort into the silo and I just pulled it out and threw it back on the ground. Okay, when the AI revolution happens, I think I've just moved to the top of the list. Anyway, this reminds me of something my coworker. This is something that reminds me of something my coworker was saying the other day. So, for a long time, my coworker was a very big advocate of being polite. To AI because you would get better results from it. And he changed his tune on it recently. Like he was like, you know, I got kind of tired of being polite to AI the other day and having it just give me like stupid results. I like how he like uses colorful language in the office. And so he said, so I asked it to do it again and it did it wrong again. And then I asked it to do it a second time. I said, no, that's still wrong. So then I told ChatGPT that it needed to improve its game because it was being a and and then it spit out the right answer. And I'm like, dude, okay, yeah, you might have gotten the right programming. I gotta start using colorful language. Maybe I should. Ow. Okay, are these good? Okay, for a minute there, I thought these things were going postal. Okay, they're not. That's good. But I should keep an eye on that, actually. But let's see here. Speaking of going to areas we've not been in, why did I plant so many of these? I'm so confused. Why is your computer forcing you to watch a stream at 160p? Ooh. I will say for me, one thing that's become bad for me is when I'm at work. And I forget to take my iPad with me to lunch. Because I do some business, like some of my streamer business on my iPad when I'm at lunch. So, for instance, I'll check my social media stuff. I'll like take a look at my Discord, make sure that everything, like people are having fun or whatever. I like just kind of catch up on some stuff, check in with my streamer friends, just stuff like that. And I would say for me right now, not having my every time I see one of these things flying towards me, I think it's a tar. It scares the hell out of me. So yeah, I would say for me, that's like a big one. Torturous mildness, mild inconvenience, Windows updates. Windows updates can actually be genuinely horrible. Like if they're done at the wrong time, like there are times where I will, you know, I work in IT. There are times where somebody will like need a password reset like now, like right away. Super critical that they have this password reset done within a few minutes. And I go to do it. Okay, I thought that thing was playing Tom Sawyer again. I will go to do the password reset, and like I'm trying to get into my own computer. I turn my computer on, it turns off. I go, what is going on? And then the next thing I know, it's doing a password reset. You know, I would say that's a pretty bad one. Yo. Hi, Mossier. Welcome back. Good to see you, my friend. So let's see here. I would say that's a big one for me. Very big one for me. Oh, I could think of some others. Let's see here. I would say when you run something through the dryer and the dryer doesn't fully dry your clothes, so you have to run the dryer again before you can put in the next load of clothes. That's a pretty bad one, I'd say. I just realized these guys are out of food. They are out of food. Let's fix that situation. That could be a potentially very big problem, actually. I also need to check on what's going on over there. I need to catch myself up on what's going on the SenkOtter Ranch lore. So let's go ahead and pop over there in a second here, because I just realized that's not a good dynamic. The fact that one of these feeders ran out under my watch, nah, we can't have that. We can't have that. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw some food. Oh, they've got food in there. Okay, yeah, if they don't feed themselves, that's their problem. That's on them. I'm gonna get rid of this normal hen. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, I might as well not just get rid of it. I was gonna throw this hen into the ocean. I'll just give it to these guys. They'll eat it. Let's do this. The next thing I need to do is I need to see what's going on this end of the farm. I think simple solution. You can't. You're already leaving. You just came. Oh, dang, Moss, you just left. Okay, well, if I hope that I get to say goodbye to you. If I don't, then I will see you later, my friend. Yeah, I would say that's a big one. The dryer. The dryer is like the I think that's the biggest like small inconvenience that is just like ruins your day level, because that just delays you. Like, it's a big delay, actually. It's a major delay. Do these guys eat okas? They don't, right? What do they eat? I need to figure this out. Hang on. I have some maintenance to do here. I have a lot of maintenance to do here, actually. This is not good. Okay, let's sort this out. These onions are not grown yet. And these guys are starting to get hungry. That's not good. Okay, let's do this. Emergency action here. What happened? Like, I feel like the farm was moving while I was away. Because either that or I might have been a little too litty by the end of the stream to remember everything that was happening. That's the only thing I can think of. If it wasn't 5 a.m., yeah. In fact, you should know that you'd like to sit longer. Well, I appreciate you sitting for any amount of time you can. Odd onions, yes. Let's see here. I'm waiting for my odd onions to grow. They grow a little slowly. I had some plans here. Okay, these guys are eating. They've got food. Let's clear some of these out. I can't see what's going on in these pens for the life of me right now. Unnecessarily slow drivers. Yeah, that's kind of a situation though where it's a minor inconvenience that can actually become like dangerous. Like, I am kind of one of those people that would argue that driving way too slowly is just as dangerous as driving way too fast, just for different reasons. I think that, like, people who drive way too slowly on the road, like, they cause their own kind of risks. I don't want to sell these things at a loss. Let's throw them in the silo, I guess. May as well. Wait! Hang on! I can do something here. I've got an idea. Me have idea. I can use... Can I? Ooh, yeah, there we go. Okay, I don't want to sell these things at a loss. These plorts are a little bit too precious to sell at a loss. So this is what I'm gonna do instead. There we go. Okay, because I don't think there's anything that they're really used for in the silo, to my knowledge. Thank God you don't drive. Yeah, no, so when my sister was growing up, or, well, when my sister was, like, in her early teenage years, she was so desperate to drive. Like, it was all she wanted to talk about, all she wanted to do, whatever. I kept telling her, you know, it's not all it's cracked up to be. It actually really sucks. She didn't believe me, and now she knows. Yeah, I mean, I think when you're a teenager, or, like, a certain level of teenager, like, the idea is really appealing, and then you hit reality, and the reality is a lot less fun. You got stuck behind somebody going 40 and a 55 for several miles today for no reason. It was enraging. Exactly. It's even worse when you're trying to get to work, you know? I mean, I'm not in a particularly high-pressure job that really gets too upset about me getting stuck in traffic for too long, but still, it kind of sucks. Kind of blows. Okay. We're moving on here. This is exactly what I'm talking about, though. The fact that I can hold, like, a more... rounded, consistent conversation playing this game. Kind of what I want from the long drive and Pacific Drive when we play it, you know? Because I want a game that I can play having these types of conversations with y'all and not having to lock in too much. I think that there's a balance that we strike with, like, the vibes of the games that we play. Which brings up a good question. I don't know what we're playing after Hollow Knight, TBH. I don't know what we're playing after Hollow Knight, but we'll figure it out. I still want to do Balatro at some point. Balatro would be fun. Because I've been hooked on Balatro. And I need to stop playing Balatro on my off-stream time. I was talking about to bathe. No. Nothing about bathing in slime as a teenager. Nothing like that, no. That is a very creative interpretation of what I was gonna be talking about. It's not so great once you try it, let me tell you. Wait. Have you done it? I'm very curious now. Like, that's like one of those situations where you gave us more information and it just raised more questions. Oh my lord, that's hilarious. Hey, yeah, don't change the subject to Balatro. Hang on. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, hang on. My cat's playing with Angel right now. She is watching. Oh, he is very hungry. All right, let me give this dummy some food. Here, dum-dum. Which dum-dum? Okay. They're acting like I've never fed them in their lives. They're acting like I've never fed them in their lives. I couldn't be any further from the truth. But look at this. I'm throwing food at this dimwit and he's not eating it. Okay, anyway. Like, I feel like I might treat my slimes. Let's see here. You're back from the car talk. Anyways, the only reason why you don't want to drive is because then I'd be forced to drive everyone everywhere. That's right! Is somebody's figured it out. Somebody's figured it out. Kirby Main 646 is a wise young person in our chat here. I agree with that. You're right. That's exactly why you don't want to do it. That's why I held off on it as long as I could. You had to do that before you could clean yourself too. What? Wait, you thought the hard part would be cleaning yourself up? You didn't think it'd be getting out of the tub? Hang on. I need to know the why, Bob. Like, okay, I've learned more about the experience from you. I still need to know the why. I'm so confused. Okay. Let's store our crystal quartz. Gary, I really don't want you on top of my computer. I don't know if y'all heard her. Good lord. Holy smoke, she heated my computer up. Dang. Yeah, I can't let her do that anymore. Holy smokes. Okay, you are getting dangerously close. Back. No, Q. There we go. Yeah, back in the zone. Okay, anyway. Oh, hi, Moliro Vico. Hello. Good to see ya. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and go. Oh, no, Gary. No. 1 second. I need lure. Oh. Okay, there we go. Great. All right. Oh. Great. Yeah, I see what y'all are doing there. Okay. We're gonna do this. And we're gonna go here. And we're gonna fill this up. All right. So, we're gonna store these for a rainy day. Well, not a rainy day. It's kind of the opposite of a rainy day. It's like a day that we're going to make it rain in the market, I guess, type day. Okay. Nope, you're not playing Tom Sawyer. Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up!
Okay, anyway. So... Oh, wow. We have a lot of storage space. Okay, so maybe upgrading these silos wasn't my worst idea. I was convinced for a while that it could have been my worst idea, but it seems to be playing out. Okay, yep. Hey, Rexar. Hello, Rexar. Let's see here. I'm gonna move over here. And I'm figuring this out. I'm using big brain, galaxy brain stuff right now. Okay, prices on those two are down. I don't care about losing out on rock slimes and tabby slimes. I really don't. I couldn't care less, actually. Because with rock slimes and tabby slimes, like, they don't really... Wait, holy smokes. Okay, so... I wake up... So... Okay, another cat. I get rid of one and the other jumps up too. Okay, yep. There we go. Alright, now they're both on the shelf. They're gonna have such a great time up there together because they love each other so much. Okay. So... Wasn't that everyone's first thought when we were in the lake slime and slime? Wait, so... Let me get this straight, my friend. I need to make sure... So you learned how to make slime in science class, and then you went home and you just made a bunch of it? I love that. You got your license at 16, learned your drive responsibly. Started with a manual car, it was a great decision. Kept the phone and the hamburgers out of me. And that's a good point, actually. I've been wanting to learn how to drive a manual. I've heard that a really good way to learn is to actually get, like... a steering wheel and, like, a gear shift controller. And... You know, like a pedal. Oh, sorry. I just had a breakfast burrito crawl back up my esophagus. I've heard that a really good way. I've learned that a really good way. Holy smokes! I need to hydrate. Oh, the hot sauce. I'm back. I'm alive. Oh, man, that hurt. That was crazy. Okay. So yeah, I've heard that a really good way to learn how to drive manual. Nope, that's water. Is to get like a controller set, you know, steering wheel, gear shift, and pedals, and learn to drive in video games, like a game like Forza or like a simulation game like that. I've heard that that's actually not a bad way to learn, at least to start out. I started to learn how to drive a yes, yeah. It's a very good quote. It's a very good quote. I am looking here. I'm thinking. I'm doing big think right now. Big think is kind of important, actually. Okay. What's my thought process here? I have things I need to do. Okay, here's what we do. We continue clearing out the tabby and rock ports. That's what we do. This is the problem. I get talking and then I forget what I'm doing. Now that is my one concern about doing long drive type games. You don't think sim pedals are very good? It felt super foreign when you tried your buddy's fancy rig. There's still such a lack of feedback. That's what I've heard. Yeah, because I started learning at my last job. I had a coworker. He had the weirdest crappy Honda I have ever seen. It was tiny. This thing, it was from like 1987 or 1988. It was like a miniature Civic. I forgot what this thing was even called. And he kept trying to sell it to me for like 900 bucks. And I'm like, dude, I do not want this car. Feeling the bite of the engine is super important for learning to start with a manual car. That's true. That is true, yeah. And yeah, actually, that's where I was going with this, is that his attitude was, dude, this car sucks so much that if you want to learn on this thing, I'll just sit in the passenger seat. We'll just drive around the parking lot on our lunch breaks. So that's what we did. There were days where, like, if things were slow, which at that job was not common, but it did happen every now and then, where he and I would just, like, hop into his crappy, like, Honda and just drive around, and I would like get the hang of driving a manual car. Had I stayed at that job for like maybe a month or two more, I probably would have gotten driving a manual down. If I really had to, I could probably figure it out right now. I have just enough information that I could probably figure it out, but it would be rough. That car would come out of that drive being less, what's the word I would use? That car would come out of that drive in much less good condition than it came into the drive with, I would say. But, you know, I would be able to at least get things started. But, that being said, I would really rather not destroy somebody's car if at all possible. That's the takeaway there. Oh, okay. I probably should have been paying attention. I wish that if my inventory slot is full, I wish the game would not allow me to continue vacuuming. I was gonna say the other word for vacuuming, the more colloquial word, and I realized that would be dangerous clickbait. I'm so glad I did not say the colloquial word for what a vacuum does in that moment, because y'all would have heard that and you would have like been like, huh? Like that's a clip that I did not want. That's a clip that I did not want floating out there. Holy smokes, man! Talk about a galaxy brain save on my part. Okay. Yeah, Amanda gets it. Yeah, y'all had to think about that one for a second, didn't you? Okay. Well, you see, I would say that I'm actually off to a good start this stream. That nap helped me. If I didn't have that nap, if I wasn't 2 minutes late for the stream because of that nap that I had, man, could you imagine? Ow. Ow. Could you imagine what the things I would be saying right now? Y'all would be having a good time. You wish the game would stop. Yep. There you go. Yeah, Bob is the brave man who said the thing that I just did not have the courage to say in this moment. He is a hero for all of us. There we go. Okay, let's see here. So, what was I? Oh, let's clear these out. I've noticed watching back my VODs. This is gonna sound like the most narcissistic thing ever, but I promise it's not. It's a quality control thing. I do go back after a stream, usually either like an hour after the stream if I'm not asleep, or like the next day. And I do go back and scrub through the VOD and just kind of see how audio sounds and stuff like that. Like, I do watch my own streams in pieces just to get an idea as to what I can improve or fix. One thing I've noticed, and I'm not super keen on fixing this, I'm not super fixated on fixing this, but I've noticed that I do the so, like, quite a bit. Like, there are a lot of times where I'll go so, and and I don't know. Is it a bad habit? It's not a great habit. It's a habit that I should probably work on a little bit. There's other habits that I am trying to work on more, though. I'm trying to not stammer quite as much. I'm trying to regain some of my peak speech days fluency, because sometimes I notice that I get like I sound a little bit like my dad sometimes when I'm on stream. That's not good, because my dad, like, I'm gonna put my dad on blast for no reason. He's gonna catch some strays here for a second, but like, there are a lot of times where I'll talk with him. He'll be like, like, and there are times where I've noticed that on stream I do that. It's not the worst. I don't do it consistently, but I've noticed that there are times where I do that. It's like, okay. I need to keep an eye on that. Okay. This is looking good. This dude fed. Wake this dude up. Okay. Thinking here. Okay, there you go. There they go. I feel like actually these two have caught up with their work quite a bit. They're actually not doing half bad right now. I'm pretty happy with where they're at. They were really behind when they first started. They've gotten better. They've gotten a lot better, actually. Okay, so let's take a look here. I just did it. I mean, that one was not too bad. That one was not bad. But we've got this. Where did you come from? I can't kick a chicken? What? Why? Like, I can blast a slime to the moon, but you're telling me I can't kick a chicken like a football? What kind of game is this? Anyway, don't worry about it too much. All humans have their speech quirks. It's a multi-hour stream, not a speech or voiceover session. That's true. That's true, which reminds me, I need to work on a couple of my video essays. Well, I've got a couple of video essays that I keep saying I'm going to work on. I've written out outlines for scripts. I want to talk about Outer Wilds, because I've been wanting to talk about Outer Wilds for months. And I want to talk about some other stuff too. I wanted to do like a little discussion piece about how my speech is amazingly clear for a 3+ hour stream. Perfect. Perfect. I think it kind of ties back into the age-old idea of you are your own worst critic. It's always going to be the case. That's going to be the case for anybody. And I try to be transparent about when I feel that way, because I think it's very easy. Let's see here. Spig. Is that a new nickname for me? What? Huh? Do I plan on making actual videos on EYT, not just shorts and memes? Yeah, I was like, Spig. Who? That's so funny. I do, yes. I actually used to have a couple of videos up. One was a video that I made for like a little contest that Fillion was doing that I did not get selected for. Womp womp. But it taught me some things that I needed to know anyway, so it was still good. It was still a good learning piece. The other thing that I had up was a demo piece for a short story reading I did. I unlisted it. For those who have the link, they can still get to it if they want it. I didn't fully take it offline because I didn't feel like doing that. Like, if somebody really liked either of those two videos, they could still access them. I just didn't want them to be my first impression on people, so I privated them for the time being, just because I want to do better. I guess is the way I can put it. Like, I don't know how else to put it. I wanted to do better on those, and I will at some point put them back up when I have more content to sort of front load, so they're not just the front and center of my YouTube page. But yes, I do plan on doing non-streaming content. I'm actually overdue. I've got a couple of video essays I want to do. I still want to do some short story reading stuff. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do it. There's another VTuber right now who's doing short story stuff, and what she does is she just reads them on stream. And that might be what I start doing. I, for a while, thought that was a better idea to read them on YouTube. Let's see here. You spent hundreds of hours editing other people's audio, and trust me, you're doing... Thank you. I appreciate that, actually. Yeah, I do my best to keep it balanced and sounding good. I know it's very important. Oh, hello, Angel. Welcome. Welcome to chat. I hope you're having a good night. We're chilling, playing some Hollow Knight, talking about audio stuff. Let's see here. Yes, I have considered doing a reading stream. And I, for a while, thought that was a better idea to do in a YouTube video. I realized not really. And there's a couple reasons why. Ooh, he is not doing so hot. Let's put those there. Dang, why are these guys not eating? They have food. Okay, I'm gonna crank up the food thing on there. Let's grab these guys. There we go. We're gonna store our ports and go from there. Playing Hollow Knight, yes. What do you mean? What do you mean playing Hollow Knight? Let's see. Listen, your favorite YouTuber is Spiff, Astrospiff, and someone in his chat accidentally put Spig instead of Spiff. So I made fun of him. Your brain auto-corrected Spiff. So it was your brain that did it. That's funny though. I will take it as a compliment that I was confused in your subconscious for your favorite streamer. I'm I'll take that as a indirect win, I would say. Let's see. Previous direct, you missed asking me where I'm from. Oh, let's see here. I'm from the Pacific Northwest in the US of A. So yes, Pacific Northwest boy here. Yep. I have the big trees around me, and there's actually a lot of desert up here as well. Definitely short story stuff. Good interaction with lots of chat between stories. That's what I thought, yeah. I figured that probably a stream was better for the reading environment. I thought that videos were at first, but I've looked at it more, and more people doing the stuff that is like what I want to do. I found that streams looked to be a little bit better. And I was supposed to do it for Halloween. Back during Halloween, I stammered. Back during Halloween, my plan actually was to do some short story readings for like some spooky stories. I wanted to do like some Edgar Allan Poe. I wanted to do some Bram Stoker. I actually still have my notes from those stories because I don't want to... You gotta be careful about reading stories on stream because I looked into a lot of the legalese of this. There's actually a lot of legalese that goes into it. So, it has to be stuff in the public domain. It basically has to be. What's funny is before stream, you were actually watching Astrospit before the stream. Yeah, funny how that goes. So, so you have to do something that's in the public domain. I'm fine with that because there's a lot of cool old stories. Like, the reason why a lot of stories that you read in English class are boring is because the setting that you're reading them in is like forcing you to read them as something to be studied. And what I've always kind of said is that these authors wrote their stories to be entertaining, right? Like, nobody writes their story, I mean, unless they're really like in freak mode. Nobody writes a story with the intent to be studied. Like, they want to be entertaining. They want to talk about things that are important to them, you know? So, where I'm going with this is that I want to read those stories in a setting where they're being read for fun. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like there's a lot of those classic stories that would be fun if they're read in a low-pressure environment, where we're not reading them to study them, to write about them. We're just reading them to vibe about them. We can have a little bit of talk about them. We can just kind of chill and banter about them a little bit, kind of make fun of, like, you know, some of the old-timey language. I actually think that'd be really fun. I actually think that would be really fun. Yeah, totally agree. Well, exactly, yeah. And so where I was going with this is that actually takes a little bit of prep. It takes a little bit more prep than you might think. And what I've kind of considered doing too is doing like a story time mix into a stream. Like that I don't do an entire stream as a short story reading stream, that I maybe put a short story at the front or back. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to figure out what the best way to do it is. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I have to write some notes on some of these stories, because I do have notes for stories that I've read that I intended to read on stream or in a video or whatever. And there's kind of a couple things you gotta check for. The big thing you gotta check for is gamer words, because back in the 1800s, sometimes people use gamer words. The other thing that you gotta check for is how it flows reading it from a modern eye. Sometimes it's a lot easier to scout ahead and know what to expect. Like, I would never read a story blind on stream. I would make sure to read it first. Story at the end of stream, bedtime stories with Senko. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, 'cause I had a month where I read like a ton of Edgar Allan Poe back when I was first starting out. And my intent was that I was going to transition into doing like half gaming streams and half story reading streams. I don't think it's ever going to hit that point now. I don't think that I'm ever going to do half and half. I think I would maybe do like one stream a week that's a story reading stream, because the problem is that's a lot of reading. That's a lot of prep reading to do, and it's kind of not the pace that I want to go at anyway. So yeah, there's two versions of it that I think we could go with. The two versions I'm thinking right now is that either A, I read a short story at the end of the stream, or towards the end of the stream, or B, there's like a day of the week that's just entirely dedicated to story readings. And then if there's like a story that we really like, then we just continue vibing with it for longer, maybe, or we do an extra stream for that story that week. Because I was reading Dracula, I'm not gonna lie, Dracula's sick. Like, there's a reason why that story lives so well in the modern era right now, you know? Because, or in the memory of the modern era. Because the thing is that that story translates really well to now. So yeah, I might go back and try it again. I might go back and take another crack at it. And honestly, it's not like anything failed. It's just that doing a YouTube video for it was a bad idea. It came out way too formal. What I didn't like about the video that I put on YouTube is that it came out way too formal. Like, I sounded like I was doing like a school project, and I was like, this is not the first impression I want to give people. So I just delisted the video for the time being. If somebody really wants it, I can link it in the Discord or something, but it's not what I want as the first impression on my streams. And someday I'll bring it back. You know, we can do a retrospective on it. How are these guys doing on food? Ah, fine. Ow! It blew me up. Okay. I need to do some automation over here. Big time. Like, I need to plant a silo over here or something. Because these guys produce florets really fast. Like, I think faster than any of the other... of the streak idea. I ain't streaking on stream. Let's see here. Let's... Sorry, I couldn't resist. God, that's so fucking stupid. Okay. I need to dial it back. All right. Moving on. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do a stream with it. I'll pull myself up by my bootstraps, and we'll do a stream. We'll do a stream with it. We'll see how it goes. I also need to figure out like the tone that I want to read it in. Like, I'm not sure if I want to do like kind of fancy or like goofy voices for it, if I want to read it seriously, you know, like I'm not sure if I want to be like for the Telltale Heart, when I did a Telltale Heart YouTube video, I kind of did it like in a character voice, you know, surely the old man was mad. I'm not sure if I want to do that, or if I want to be more like, surely the old man was mad. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not sure what type of voice I want to do. Like, do I do it radio voice, or do I do it like eccentrically? I don't know. I'm not sure what the right answer is. It's something I have to think about more. We could try both. The general vibe I got from people is that they would have preferred it if it was more radio voicey. I can do more radio voicey. I can do that. That's fine. It's a little bit easier to read that way too. It takes a little bit less prep time. It's a little bit of a smoother experience. People are like listening for more of a, what's the word I would use? I don't want to say passive experience, but more of a chill experience would like it. As long as I don't get drony. I don't want to get drony. Like, I would make sure to keep my reading nice and flowy, because I do have a goal that I would want to do with reading short stories on stream. Like, I actually have a goal in mind as to what I would like that to become. My idea would be that if I did enough stuff in the public domain, my hope would be that I could approach a couple of authors whose stuff, or a couple of authors' estates who are not yet in the public domain, and say, hey, I'm not looking to make money off of this as an ebook or anything. I could even turn off like ad revenue or Twitch revenue or whatever for it. I would like to read this story for a stream. And the two big authors that I want to do that for, like my pie in the sky goals, not pie in the sky. I don't think it's that hard, actually. I would just have to get enough of a basis where I could point to like my previous work and say, hey, this is the type of stream that I'm doing with this type of stuff. You know, where the two ideas that I have are as follows. The first idea, or the first author that I really want to do readings for, would be George Orwell. I love George Orwell. Because there's, believe it or not, George Orwell wrote stuff other than 1984 and Animal Farm. Who would have guessed? The other author that I would love to read some stories for on stream would be Ernest Hemingway. Ernest Hemingway's like stories are insane. Like, dude, it's very weird because the dude had like, how would I say it? Okay, he almost had like 4chan humor. I don't know how else to put it. Like, have you ever read an insane like green text story off of 4chan? Like Ernest Hemingway was doing that like back in 1960. It was insane. Bro was cracked. And he was very good. Like, his stories are very entertaining. Like, it was very college-y humor, like college bro, frat boy humor. Even though he was very, Hemingway was totally a 4chan user. He really was. He was a troll. Yes, exactly. No, Ernest Hemingway's writing is really fun. Like, for an old guy who was writing in, you know, the mid-60s, well, mid-20th century, what I liked about his writing is that he had his writing style was very entertaining, but it was also kind of blunt. Like, it was blunt but not boring. I guess, like, he had a very, what's the word that people use? There's a good word that I'm thinking of here. Not ignoble. I'll think of the word when I'm like lying in bed at 2 a.m. tonight and it doesn't matter anymore. But basically, he had like a very non-serious way of writing that was still very intelligent. It was intelligent but not serious. I don't know how to put it. There's a word that I'm looking for. I'll think of it. Like I said, I'll think of it when it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah. Anyway. But yeah, Orwell and Hemingway. I really want to read some Orwell and Hemingway. And to do that, I first need to read some stuff in the public domain so I can like have a work base that I can approach those estates at. Not lighthearted. His work, I would definitely say his work was not lighthearted. There's a word that I'm thinking of that basically means that it doesn't treat things with an extreme air of seriousness. It's not necessarily humorous. It's a very weird word. It's like not disrespectful. It kind of has the same. Let me see here. Let me see. This is gonna drive me crazy. Let me go here. Here, I'll show you all what I'm Googling here. Because I need the word. This word is gonna, the thought of this word being out of my consciousness is gonna drive me crazy. I'm gonna go here. Let's go to thesaurus.com. Let me see if I can find thesaurus by Merriam-Webster. Okay, the word, let's try. It's kind of disrespectful. It's not quite. Not vulgar, not impertinent, unmannered, corrupt. You see that the problem is there's like a very peremptory, indecorous. Indecorous is close. Indecorous is kind of closer. Audacious is kind of closer to the word that I'm thinking of. Insolent would be a good one. Because here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna find the words that are kind of close to the ones that I was thinking of. And then from there, I can work my way towards the word that I'm thinking of. And it's not out of the question that I might be... We could try clownish too. Cheeky. Cheeky would be a good one. What are the synonyms for cheeky? Smart alecky. Smart alecky would kind of be closer. Flippant. Flippant is actually pretty close. Flippant and facetious are very close to the word that I'm looking for. Facetious would actually be a very good way of describing witty. Yeah, like Ernest Hemingway's writing was kind of like facetious. That's a very good word. It's not the word that I was looking for, but it's kind of the word that comes to mind for me. This is my problem, is that I know a lot of words like this that I don't always... Whimsical is, yeah. Let's see here. You do this all the time because you can never come up with words? Yeah. Yeah, it's not a bad way to learn some stuff. The important thing to do when you're doing this is make sure that you're using the word in the right tone. Yeah, facetious, I think, is the word that we're going to stick with. It's not exactly the word that I was thinking of, but it works really well. It works really well. I'm just going to take a quick look here at this next line of words relating to cocky. And I think we're going to go with facetious. Yeah. Hemingway had a very facetious way of writing. That's a good way of putting it. Was it the word I was looking for? No. But it actually, in some ways, it was kind of better than the word I was thinking of. And like I said, I'll think of it later. Sometimes ChatGPT can help. Yeah, ChatGPT is very good at that. That's the thing about AI, is that there are certain things that AI is very, very good at, and words are like the big one. Not so good at math. A lot of LLMs, because that's the thing about AIs like ChatGPT, is that you assume that their knowledge is more generalized. It's actually more language-based. They work off of language. You can just kind of stream consciousness as it'll pop up a few things back for you. Yeah. It's really cool. It's really cool. Like, if from a writer's standpoint, ChatGPT is amazing for augmenting your vocabulary or giving you, like, ideas. Or, let's see here, improving upon the ideas you have. I think that there's a misunderstanding as to what AI is good at and what it's not good at. You'd assume that it would be really good at math. It's really not. What it's strongest at is language. That's where it hits its strongest point, is language. You are back. Well, welcome back, Kirby. Welcome back. Let's see. So, that being said, yeah, that's like what's interesting too, is that it's good at different types of language. Because you would think that programming in English would be two completely different realms. I feel like getting rid of the second Oka Oka farm was a bad idea. Something to think about. Okay. let's continue on here. What are prices looking like right now? I think everything's still down. We've not left the farm this stream. I want to leave the farm this stream. We need to make sure that everybody's stocked up on food. And that may mean giving them not necessarily the best food, but just the food that works in the... What place is this? I don't remember a tropical... Oh! They just gave me... Oh, this is the teleporter I set up. That's why. Duh. Okay. I was wondering to myself, okay, so we can just get to the desert quick. Easy. Easy. Okay. I forgot that I set that up. I thought we were gonna have to make a long journey over the desert. Nope. That makes things considerably easier when the time comes. It's mostly just guessing words, likely words fault. It doesn't take a sentence or anything. Even if it's really good at faking. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. What's interesting is that it can do that for human language, like normal human language and programming languages. I think that's what's really interesting about it, is that it's so good at language that it's able to use language in two completely different contexts, which I think is really neat when you think about it, because it kind of... I've always kind of argued that in some ways programming is almost, not just as, but almost as much of an art as it is a science. There's always a most efficient way to code something. I don't think that anybody could argue that there's not. However, I would also make the argument that you can tell a lot about somebody by the way they code things. Because you are... Well, so we kind of started off by talking about language stuff and short stories and whatnot. And then what happened was I got into a bout where I was trying to remember a word. And then Bob here suggested that we talk, or that a potential idea that I could do to remember the word. There's always a more efficient way to code things, exactly. But you can tell a lot about somebody's thought process and the way they think by the way that they code it, if that makes sense. And so we got talking about like programming languages at that point, because we talked about how ChatGPT is really good at gauging like contextual things about like a word that you're thinking of, like if you can't think of a word, because I was trying to remember a word earlier. If you can't think of a word but you need to think of the word and you're not sure what the word is, then you can just use you use ChatGPT to like help you figure out the word. That's kind of where we were going at first with that. So I'm just gonna feed these guys carrots. Like risking them getting hungry is not worth it. Okay, so what? I don't get extra pink ports. Oh, big tragedy. Let's see. Oh, we got so many pink ports in the refinery. I think we're gonna be fine. Okay. So from there, I started talking about how, like, the context of normal human language and programming languages are kind of similar in some ways. And it's AI kind of shows that. As long as it's efficient enough for the use case, don't worry. Exactly. And that's exactly it. Like, unless you're hyper optimizing a program like, you know, a high performance game of some sort, then really, by and large, you know, the hyper optimized efficiency of your code doesn't matter all that much. It does matter. Like, I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But you can kind of... What's the word I would use? You can get away a little bit with doing things your own way in programming, more than one might think. Because you can have two programs that do the exact same thing, written by two different people that run completely, like, that use a different sequence of the similar concepts of programming. That's why, like, block coding is such a great way to teach kids about programming, because, like, block programming literally just takes, like, chunks of a programming language and just makes it so it's like easier to drag and drop, which is easier for a normal person to parse and learn. I think that stuff like Scratch is really cool because it kind of introduces you to the concept, like the concepts that you explore in programming. And once you know the concepts, like, of a programming language, basically at that point all you need to know is syntax. Learning the basics of a coding language is actually not that hard, It's getting yourself up to a point where you can do something with those basics. And I think that's the problem with a lot of coding courses, like Code Academy, for instance, is that they show you the language syntax, but they don't give you a use case for it that makes you remember it. Nobody big in the games industry seems to care more. The guys that made The Tourist are super inspiring for trying to optimize the hell out of their games. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, like, look at Cyberpunk. I think Cyberpunk's a great example of a game where you have a group of professionals that should have been able to optimize a game way more than it's optimized. That game should run a lot better than it does. I love Cyberpunk. It's a very flawed game, but I like it a lot. There's a few from software still doing great right now. Well, yeah, and that's not to say that, like, Cyberpunk's bad. Like, what I'm saying, or what the idea of what we're saying right now is that, like, in the industry, there's a lot of times... Oh, he's phasing out right now. I can't kick him. Dummy. Anyway. There's a lot of times where good developers just don't optimize their code, so things just don't run as well, quite as well as they should. And that's not like, that doesn't mean that the game that they've made is bad. I'm actually saying that Cyberpunk's a good example of that, where, yes, it's a good game. I think that it's disingenuous to say that Cyberpunk is a bad game at this point. You could kind of make the argument back before all the updates of Phantom Liberty came out. Okay, that's reasonable. I would say that was a fair standpoint to have when Cyberpunk was not optimized. However, now, or not optimized, but before the updates. Now that it's been updated, now that a lot of the bugs are worked out. Hi, Mario. Hello. Good to see you. It's messy, but it works in my mod. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so where I was going with this, though, is that a lot of coding courses like Code Academy and whatnot, they teach you the concepts of programming, but not even the concepts. They teach you the syntax of language, but they don't give you a use case that makes you remember. Like, my problem with Code Academy specifically, actually, is that Code Academy will tell you, okay, here's how you do this in the language. We wrote it out for you. Now repeat it back to us. Okay, here's how you do this. We wrote it out for you. Repeat it back to us. And so the problem is that with Code Academy, at least last I used it, unless something's changed, it's very parody. And not parody, like making fun of something. Parody, as in, like, you are like a parrot repeating something back. And I think that Code Academy still has a place for learning syntax if you're not sure how to do something syntax-wise, but on its own, it does not work for learning a language. Because I think the biggest driving force for you learning how to run a programming language is to have a project. That you care enough about, or a goal that you're working towards, to give you the motivation to learn that language. And that might sound obtuse and vague and odd, but I'll give a good example. Actually, this is a great one. Let's hear. Your brain's been fried for the past 10 minutes with all the smart people talk. Okay, so here's an example. Actually, one of my favorite streamers on Twitch, I've mentioned them before. Like Vettel987 and Neurosama. So Vettel's a programmer that programmed Neurosama. And he was talking a while back about how he got his start programming, like, so this guy programs AIs now, but he got his start making Minecraft mods. So this guy is an awesome programmer from what we've seen. I mean, from what the results of his work show. But he didn't learn programming in a classroom setting. He learned programming doing Minecraft mods at first. And where I'm going with this as that example is that, like, having something you care about or a larger goal that you're working towards is much more effective for learning programming than just, like, running, like, a simple repeat after me course. He reminded you that you wanted to make a 2D platformer, Mario? Yeah. Well, and that's exactly it. Having a goal like making a 2D platformer is a much better way to learn a programming language than just doing like a repeat after me type course. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know why I got on this thing about like learning to code and stuff like that. I guess a part of me has kind of been wanting to get back to it. I've not programmed in a while. I used to be really good with Python. Not so much anymore. I can do it. I can read Python code and edit it. I'm really good at editing code because I used to know Python really well. I used to kind of know C. I used to kind of know JavaScript. And maybe at some point I'll get back to it. I learned JavaScript quick back when I learned it. It's something you really want to figure out, but it's a lot more motivating to actually learn. Exactly. Yeah. Because JavaScript is the programming language I learned the fastest back when I was learning it. Because I was learning it so I learned it as a side effect of a college course that wasn't even a programming course. So when I was getting my degree, I had a project. Thinking here. I might need to do some rearrangement of the ranch. Because so there's a couple things that I need right now. I need a place to raise my dervish slimes. Dervish slimes are one thing I need to raise. The other thing I need to raise are painted hens. I would like to have a supply of painted hens. I guess I don't really need the painted hens. That's not really a top priority. But getting back to where I was going with this. So for my college course, I was doing that wasn't even a programming course. I had to do a project that was basically cybersecurity related. It had to be something cybersecurity related. So what I did was I made a browser extension for... I made a browser extension. I don't want to get too specific about what the browser extension did. Let's just say it did networking stuff. It basically did some IP stuff. It allowed you to kind of fine-tune some things about the way that your IP interacted with different websites. It worked with onion sites. I guess I could say that. It worked with onion sites. So, anyway, I did not know a lick of JavaScript before this course. This course was not about programming at all. And I learned that language faster than I learned any other programming language simply because... That doesn't work. Simply due to the fact that I had a project that I was working on, like a non-programming goal that programming language was working towards, if that makes sense. Like, I kind of wish... There's a large part of me that, as odd as this sounds, wishes that I was about... Let's see here, 2000... Think about 2009. How old would I have been in 2009? There's part of me that wishes that I was about 3 or 4 years older back in 2009. And that's like a very specific thing. Actually, let's say 4 or 5 years older in like 2007 or 8. And the reason why I say that is if I was a teenager back in the late 2000s, when Roblox started, I would have been able to take advantage more of the fact that back then Roblox was more of a coding language learning platform than it was a brain rot like Zoomer game. Because this is what's really weird. Like, this is gonna sound crazy. Like, Roblox used to actually be more of an educational game than it was whatever it is now. I like now Roblox is kind of like a NFT market for kids, if we're like being completely honest. But back when Roblox started, the whole idea of Roblox, the goal of Roblox is to kind of give like a platform where teenagers could learn to code by making games or by like making mini games. And back then, like early Roblox was like single man passion projects, or single man or girl, man or woman, projects, you know, done by like high school and college students that just wanted to make something fun. Nowadays, Roblox is very corporate. But yeah, and that's the thing, is that Roblox does have some good games now, but they're done by like full-scale developers. Once upon a time, like anything you played on Roblox was done by like 1 or 2 people. There was a time where Roblox, everything on Roblox was done by like a single person or maybe 2 people. And it was so cool. Because, yeah, the games weren't like the super high budget, professional quality games that you have on Roblox now. But the trade-off was that there was, this is gonna sound weird. There was more of a sense of authenticity. Oh. That's where all my onions have been going. Huh. Okay. Damn it. Okay. But yeah, some of the older Roblox games are amazing even to say exactly. Yeah, to be fair, you're pretty glad we moved on from like the normal elevator back then. It was fine. You don't think the normal elevator could hold up today? Yeah. Yeah. It's a different time. It's a different game now, and that's fine. You know, it's not... God, this is gonna be like the most old head sounding thing I ever say. It's not... Like, the Roblox that exists now is not for the original people who are playing it. And that sounds so pretentious and gatekeepy, and I don't want it to. That's not the intent. I just wish it was better. You know, I wish there was a better platform. It was a better platform for the people on it now. Like, I feel like the experience that people are getting now is inferior. And the difference is that they're making more money off of it. Because, you know, that's what it always comes down to, right? Yeah, it's just different. Whatever. Let's see here. Your sister's hardcore Roblox kid, not in a good way. There is no good way these days. Like, hardcore Roblox kid had a good connotation, I would say, pre-2012. Because back then it would have meant that, like, you were programming, like, fighter pilot games, or, you know, making your own tycoon games or stuff like that. These days, hardcore Roblox kid, you're playing, like, Fashion Frenzy. Is that the game, right? Is that, like, the dress-up one, where, like, kids get really mad whenever they lose? I don't know. I played, like, Roblox drunk a couple of years ago with a group of my friends, and it was funny, but at the same time, it was kind of eye-opening to, like, wow, this is not the game I remember it being. Dress to Impress now. Was it Fashion Frenzy back in the day? Okay. Fashion Famous, get it right. Okay. Okay. Anyway, y'all know what I was talking about. The message got across. It got across, but you know, somewhere between the... But no, it was just an impress. Okay. Okay. Alright, how are we doing here? Are my slimes gonna starve if I leave for a few minutes? No. I think they'll be fine. Surely they'll be fine, right? I can leave for a few minutes. You know. I'm gonna go to the store and get Milkerettes. And I will come back. I will come back. You know, unlike the father in a punk... What the hell? Where'd this come from? Unlike the father in a pop punk song, I'm not leaving for good. I'm going to go to the desert to get some Milkerettes, and I'm gonna come back. Okay. What do I do about the painted hands? What do I do? I feel like this lemon tree doesn't need to be here. TBH. It can be. How many lemon trees do I have, is the question. I think I have 2 total at the moment, if I'm not mistaken. I think the reason why I had them is because if I remember correctly, somebody told me, dude! Uh-oh. What the hell? Okay. There we go. Yeah, I think I do need to, like, scatter stuff around here. These dummies, like, there's food right in front of them and they don't eat. I don't get it. Anyway. Like, it's crazy to me. Okay. There we go. Anyway. Your sister does a grind dressed to impress. She grinds a game named Animal Simulator. She's been playing it for like 4 years now. Doesn't play it much anymore. Only really plays to talk to her friends. Yeah. Yeah. The ones that I find really weird, like, I find this really weird, are the Roblox games that are supposed to simulate, like, being in, like, the inner city and, like, being part of a gang war. Like, like Oblox, I think they called it, was the game that I'm thinking of. Insane to me. Insane. We need to play Roblox. Oh, God. Yeah. Maybe. Yeah. It's a different game these days. That's the way I'll put it. Roblox is just a different game these days. Okay, I don't get why this phase lemon tree is here. I once upon a time I had an idea as to why this was here. I don't get it anymore. We're taking it down. The lemon tree is going down. So, we do have to make progress at some point during this stream. I mean, we are making progress. Anything you do in this game is making progress in some fashion. But, okay. Oh, you scram. Okay? Bye. I like how, like, the chicken was flapping its wings for a second, and it just gave up halfway through that flight. Did y'all see that? That was insane. That was hilarious. Okay. That was unbelievable. Thinking. Coop. Coop! Alright. What can I do to upgrade the coop? High walls. I don't want these chickens getting out. Spring grass. Vitamizer. There we go. I'm gonna put 2 painted hens in there. And I'm going to kidnap some roosters from the other pens. Okay, this pen has 5 roosters. I will take 1 from here. This pen has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Holy smokes, why does this one have more? No, hang on, this one's going back. Lucky day, buddy, you get to stay. I'm taking 2 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works. All right, one pen's gotta come up short. No, actually, no, neither pen came up short. That's perfect. And you're coming with me. There we go. Betty. Betty. All right, good news. We've got a painted hen coop now. So we can farm painted hens for whatever reason. All right. Let me read the lowdown on dervish slimes. Okay, they like fruit. They like prickle pears. Okay. Dervish slime is a swirling, whirling bundle of energy. Things are certain. Okay, rancher risks. Cause total chaos on a ranch if not cared for properly. In addition, frequently riding atop whirlwinds at high speed, collecting objects along the way. Highly agitated dervish slime can produce giant cyclones of air that vacuum up and toss about anything they touch. So, my question: can they get out of a pen? Because I don't care about any of this stuff. If they can't get out of a pen, I don't care. You know? I don't know. Wait. Only time you log on to Roblox recently is for Friday Night Funkin' games or something because you're too lazy to download the mods. Just log into Roblox and said, that's funny. That's extremely funny. Let's see. Pretty sure Jailbreak had a massive cheating problem a couple years. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing about Roblox. So, what got us on Roblox initially, actually, funnily enough, was that we were talking about programming and, like, you know, ways to learn programming and whatnot. So I don't know if... I remember a while back, Roblox changed how all its coding work, and a lot of the legacy games from back in the day got like totally broken. Totally destroyed. They don't work anymore. And one of the reasons why is Roblox is a Lua-based game. Like, all the games that people make in Roblox are Lua-based. And the thing about Lua as a programming language is that it is... What's the word I would use? It's very easy to learn, which is why they used it for Roblox, so that people can make player content. However, being easy to use means that it's easy to exploit. So when you have somebody cheating in a Roblox game, it snowballs very quickly. Boatro was coded in Lua. Really? That's so interesting. You might have said that last time, Bob. I seem to remember that being mentioned last stream, but I couldn't remember for sure. That sounds familiar. That's crazy, though. To think that game was coded in Lua, of all things. Like, because if you had asked me what I thought it would have been coded in, I would have said, like, Python, maybe. Maybe C. But, like, yeah, like, my first impression of Boatro was it was coded in, like Python. I mean, these days, Python is a very safe assumption, because Python's kind of being used for everything now. But yeah, that's very funny to me. That's being coded in Lua of all things. I mean, cool. You're a big Gmod kid. That's where you learned Lua stuff. Yeah, Gmod was also really good for Lua. Yeah, Gmod was a great way to learn Lua back in the day. I mean, I should say back in the day. It still is. This is what's kind of funny. Like, Roblox and Gmod almost kind of have like the opposite problems when you think about it, because Roblox adapted too much to profitability and basically lost what it was. Gmod didn't adapt at all, and it stayed what it was, but its player base dwindled out. So the right answer lies somewhere in between. And it's weird to think they would have hit their peaks. Well, Roblox is technically still at its peak. It's like the most profitable game out there right now, which is crazy. Like last stream I said that Pokemon was the most profitable, like, fictional franchise. But Roblox is the most profitable game. Like, just standalone, singular video game. Roblox is like the most profitable game out there right now. Like, hands down. It's crazy. At least that was as of 2023. I would assume that nothing's changed about that, actually. So I don't know. Maybe my information could be outdated. Let's see here. He has a new Game Maker thing out now, though. Yes, I heard that there's something that's essentially going to be like a Gmod 2, or like a spiritual successor to Gmod. That's not Gmod. That is going to be kind of leveraging more of the game making stuff. All the fun and games of Roblox winning until Hatsune Miku comes to Fortnite. Yes. No, I saw Miku was coming to Fortnite. I thought that was very, very funny. I want the Godzilla skin. I want to put Air Jordans on Godzilla. That's what I want to do. Okay. You're unironically buying the skin because it's so funny. So one of our mods, Video Funny Horse, he bought the Mariah Carey skin because he thought it was like the funniest. He thought it was like the funniest skin they ever made. So like the two skins that he has in his inventory are Mr. Beast and Mariah Carey, because his attitude is that those are like the two funniest skins they ever made, and they're all he needs. And I respect that greatly. Okay. Well, my thoughts on this matter now is I guess we try making a dervish slime farm, maybe. I'll keep these dervish slimes in my inventory. Are these things fed? That's a problem. I can't keep track of who's fed and who's not. I wish I had like a dashboard. Okay, this guy should be fed. He is not. There we go. All right. Cool. Okay. Let's see if we can farm dervish slimes. I want to mix them with something if I possibly can. Something new. We're getting 2 sets of rad slimes right now, I think. Are we? That might be something to consider. Because we've got the rad hunter slimes over there. But I think we're doing 2 sets of crystal slimes and 2 sets of rads. I might kill this farm here. Or I might kill the pink slime farm and figure out the pink slime one later. We have to do pink slimes in some way. Maybe what we do... We might need to commit some war crimes again. Maybe what we do is we get rid of the pink slime, rock slime farm here, or crystal slime farm here. And no. Wait, I'm thinking. Hi, Gary. She just like crash landed on my desk. That was crazy. I don't know. Can you join the Fortnite stream? Yeah, we'll figure it out at some point. We'll figure it out at some point. You and Horse need to have a Fortnite stream. We probably should. That'd be funny. I think the idea's been brought up before. I'm pretty sure it has. Okay, I'm trying to do Big Think right now. And Big Think is proving to be hard. Okay. I think we keep the pink slime, crystal slime farm there. That's fine. I think what we do furthermore is we get rid of the crystal rad slime farm and we replace that with a pink dervish slime farm. That's my thought at the moment, unless we find something in the desert that changes my mind. I think. You and Horse and Fortnite would be hilarious. Yes, yeah, he's, and I'm sure that's a game that he would pull out a lot of stops for. He would. When I get into a stream with Horse, he carries a lot more than he gives himself credit for. Like, yeah, it's one of those things where I consider myself to be a competent streamer, but there are some highs that he hits with his humor that I could only wish I could achieve. Like, I can't compliment how funny that guy is enough. And yeah, I mean, he knows. I've told him a million times, and a lot of people in his life have told him that a million times. Yeah. But no, it's just kind of funny. It's funny. Anyway, all right, let's go to the desert. Horse is like a legend, only appearing once every 100 SenkOtter streams. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of is, in a way. He's a mythical creature. An extraterrestrial being. He's like the Starman. He's like, like how David Bowie talks about the Starman. He's like the Starman. Waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. That's Horse. He's the Starman waiting in the sky for us. Anyway, he's letting the children use it. He's letting the children lose it. He's letting all the children boogie. La 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 di la la. What does this thing do? I don't get it. What I need. Me need. Oh, I'll grab 2 more of these guys. There we go. 2 is good. So we've got dervish slimes. Cool. The next thing me want. Whoa! Why'd it get all red? This looks ominous. Huh, weird. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's continue along here and see what else we find. I remember there was a place in the desert here that required like several quantum slimes, if I'm not mistaken. Whoa! Oh, that's why. Okay. The ominous music now makes a lot more sense. Glass Desert is a fascinating place, but you need to be on guard. At any moment, dangerous solar anomaly can occur that will cause all heck to break loose for a spell. Ah, okay. That's what's going on. We're having a solar flare right now. Water, shoot water. At the flower things, shoot water. Oh! Ah, thank you. All right. So, like, at this thing, what's it do? Oh, no, no, no. You're talking about the one from earlier. The one that was, like, trying to vacuum up. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. DBH. Where is one of those flower things now? Was it over here? I'll try not to trigger sticky keys on my keyboard. Probably be a good thing if I... Oh! Here we go. Is it gonna do something? It's okay, you had to search it up too. How much water do I have to give this thing? Is it gonna... I mean, I could give it a bunch, but it doesn't seem to do much. You could be wrong, my friend. I wouldn't blame you, though. That, like, when you said that, it made me think, oh, that's a very reasonable thing to think. You thought you remember giving it water? I know there was a spot in the desert here that looked like it needed water. Maybe it was this one? Nope. Okay. What I need to do is I need to find one of those cactus slimes. Where do I get one of those dudes? Where do I get a cactus slime from? I want to know. Me want to know. Okay. So, the impression that I have right now is that eventually we're going to turn... Oh. Look at this. Oh, this fat boy up here. How do I get up there? Okay, so we got a big boy to feed up there. It's just a question of how do we get up to him. Oh shoot, you remember now? Okay. I'm listening. Let's go ahead and work our way. Whoa, whoa, what's that? Ah. You give me you. What do you got for me? Ruined desert blocks. Great. I really needed those. All right. Let me do a couple things here. I need to hydrate. Do you have a specific type of water? You have to get up at 5:30 again? What? Why? What are you doing at 5:30? No, in like 15, 20 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. You currently have a way to move up, left, and the way to jump, just turn them off. Wait, I might have missed something here. Oh, okay. Oh, 1 second. There we go. There we go. I'm all good to go now. Okay. Wait. Oh. You have to take your sister to the school bus because it comes at 6:50. But you can go back to bed after that point, surely. Surely, right? I mean, probably you don't want to. I wouldn't want to. Like, when my day starts these days, I prefer for it to just start. Okay. So... You know what, my energy... You said the movement thing a while ago? Okay. I must have missed it. My bad, my friend. Okay, how was I supposed to get up here? This guy wants fruit, from what I understand. It looks like that was the way I was supposed to get up there. I don't see a better way. Interesting. Alright. Whatever. Okay, well... I'm thinking here. Might grab a couple more of those. Because I'm trying to figure out how I would get... There's a couple things I'm missing. I'm missing the prickly pear fruit stuff. And I guess there's like some cactus slimes I'm missing, right? So how do I get them? Is the question. Let's look around. You need to go to the gym and get buff so you can be prepared to kick Senko's ass if need be. Yep, I'm really looking forward to that, Amanda. Tell you to turn them off. Oh, yeah, for sticky keys. Yeah. Yes, it's like one of those things I've been meaning to get around to for a while. You know, it's kind of like one of those things I always tell myself I'm gonna do and then I just don't, you know? Someday. Someday I will turn off the sticky keys. Okay, more dervish slimes. I'm trying to figure out here. Let me look at my map. There is an area I've not been to yet. Because there's a teleporter here. It looks like there should be something over here. All right, let's make an intentional... Oh, hang on. That looks like a slime to me. Interesting. Can I touch it? How do I... Huh. This is why you're the best hit VTuber SenkOtter viewer? Yeah, exactly. Amanda has very quickly become one of the goats. Let's see. Let's see here. And yeah, you have two Kirby. You all are my goats. As are you, Mario. Let's see. And even the lurkers. Even the lurkers. Let's go here. Let's go north. I try to be positive. I try to be positive on my streams, you know? Bring some woosaw to our lives, you know? So, got a thought here. What do the prickly pear slimes eat? What happens if I give it water? Okay, it doesn't seem to like that. Can I feed it a chicken? Okay, it eats chicken. Interesting. Alright. So, I'm not sure if this is the way I'm supposed to get one of these things. This is where this teleporter is. Here's my thought. I have chicken at the farm. Funny how that works, right? I have chicken at the farm. I'm gonna go back, get some chicken. I'm gonna collect the prickly pear. The prickly pear slime. And then I will find some way to ranch it. From there, profit? I guess? Yeah, let's try it. I mean, there's chickens around here. There's a lot of them around here, actually. I mean, I can round some up without even dipping into my farm funds. Okay. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I mean, he's filling up pretty quick. I don't think I need all that many. I think I need more than what the desert is going to supply me. You know, for a place that's a desert, this thing's actually pretty abundant in life. I'm kind of surprised, to be honest. But my thought is that what we can do... Adjust my mic a little bit there. I hope I didn't make too much noise doing that. My thought is that I can at least supplement the desert's chickens with my before using my own. And then I can dip into my own, because probably, let's be honest, there's probably some chickens on that farm that need to go. You know, some chickens that have gone past their prime. It's a circle of life. I'm just accelerating it. No? That doesn't sound much better, actually. I feel like at that point it just sounds like I'm justifying doing a horrible thing by using a euphemism. And that basically is right, actually. Funny how, like, this game gets me on dark trains of thought. Chicken killer, yep. Call me Colonel Sanders. You know? We're doing it. There we go. Good lord, they're like screaming as I'm picking them up. You know, we've got like the Doom music playing here. I'm not sure that I'm the good guy anymore. Oh, maybe this is the thing you were talking about the water with? Maybe? No. Don't know. Anyway. Let's go ahead and grab more of these. Okay, I'm not taking the baby. I'm not that depraved. I do need to hydrate, actually. Thank you. Oh, wait, what the hell is that? Bobby! What? Huh? Do y'all see that? There was like a falling star. Can I pick that up with my vacuum? Huh. Anyway. Oh, let me see. I want to see if I can pick one of these things up. I cannot. Okay, well, I tried it. Okay. Go ahead and go here. And I'm going to fill this guy up more. And then I do need to drink that water. I desperately need water right now. I am in major need of water. Let's go here. So here's one thing I love about Warudo, like my current tracking software. If I go off screen for a second on Warudo, it is pretty good. Warudo is pretty good at doing animations to supplement me looking away from the computer for a second. I used to use a tracking software called VC Face, and VC Face was nice. It actually, there is one thing, there's a couple things it does better than Warudo, but what I like about Warudo better, you got wireless headphones for Christmas. Now you listen to disconnect and reconnect it whenever you walk away. Yeah, one of the things that I absolutely loved. So I used Jaybirds for a while, and I still use them when I'm at the gym. I'm not gonna lie, after having used AirPods, I can't go back. I can't go back from AirPods. They're overpriced for sure. There's no sugarcoating them. AirPods are overpriced, but man, the convenience, like the way that you just pop them in, they work, you know? You don't have to turn them off and on. They've got like a integrated charging case. Anyway. Where was I going before? Something Colonel Sanders. Something water. Oh, tracking software is where I was at. So, your AirPods have been pissing you off lately on NGO. I'm curious to hear why. Because mine have been pretty seamless with me. I really like mine. I actually like mine enough that I'm considering buying like one of the higher pairs. Yeah. Anyway, where was I? Tracking software. So the thing that my old tracking software did that like I did not like is it was very obvious when I was turning away from the camera when I was on my old tracking software, because like my model would just freeze. And I was like, oh, okay. Like my model would just die. Warudo, the current tracking software I'm using, is super cool because if it detects that, hey, you've looked away from the camera, it tries to, as seamlessly as possible, like shift your model into an idle animation. So the nice thing about that is that, let's say that you turn away from the camera, or, you know, it just loses track of you for whatever reason, because let's face it, even in like the higher levels, VTubing is very scuffed. Audio on the right side is quiet, and they keep falling. Oh, for a minute I thought you were saying my audio on the right side was quiet. I was like, I hope not. And they keep falling out of your ears. Old pair. Yeah. Overpriced. Don't hold up as well as they should, but it's crazy how much better they are. You gotta set the bugged out. They had to send you a new set. Yeah. That's the thing, is that, like, you know, the thing is they got the lock on the convenience. Yeah, and that's the thing that's important for wireless headphones, especially for me, because like the big determining factor for me, your computer is breaking, you can't see the stream. It would be a surprise if this message sent through. It did. Congratulations, my friend. Your message sent through. Oh, man. But where was I going with this? Tracking software, AirPods. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's just crazy the difference. Like, the difference between, like, oh, like, my model completely dies when I turn away versus my model, like, kicks back into, or seamlessly, or somewhat seamlessly has, like, an idle animation now whenever I turn away. I like it a lot. Okay. He's about to bust. Let's see here. Let's grab one more. Chicken. More? Do we have more? Please? Ah, rooster. There we go. Oh, never mind. Twitch fixed. You're going back to the other side. Okay. Well, thanks for stopping by there for a second, Kirby. Let's see. You upgraded from Gen 2 to Gen 3 like a year and a half ago. TBH, want the Gen 2 ones back? That's good to know, actually. Because I'm considering upgrading from Gen... I have the Gen 1 ones right now. And the Gen 1 AirPods have been treating me pretty well. Okay. I need one more. I think I need one or two more chickens. I surely would not need more than, like, somewhere around the 3 to 5 range, right? Surely. Let's go over here, and we're gonna work our way... Have I been down there? I have a feeling that would kill me. Maybe I shouldn't. In Slime Rancher, by the way. Let's go there. What the hell? Oh, okay, that was just a rock slime that turned the wrong way. I was like, what in the hell is that thing? Okay. Alright. Stone hen. There's a rooster I can grab. Yep. There will be no survivors. Okay, there we go. We've got these. And... yeah. I'm sorry to any non-AirPod users out there. I don't mean to leave you all in the discussion. Yeah, it's kind of like two weird, oddly hyper-specific topics of discussion or trains of thought that I'm on right now, because there's the VTubing stuff, and then there's the AirPod stuff. We'll move back to more general topics of conversation soon, surely. There we go. Yeah, you know, it's funny because I feel like I always hear people talking about these. Oh, there we go. There we go. Ow. Okay. Grab all of these guys. Tangle slimes. Okay, so what does a tangle slime do? What is this thing? F1. Tangle slimes. Painted hens. They like painted heads. That makes sense. With its wide, colorful smile and fire atop its head, it's actually a fearsome predator with a big appetite for tasty meat. Okay. Tangle slime earned its name from the twisting vines it can produce to grab things in the environment. Tangle slime can be a handful on the ranch if they're not well fed at all times. Not only can tangle slimes tunnel their vines underground to snatch food and plorts from outside their corrals. Okay. The flowers on top of their head can produce a noxious pollen cloud that causes other slimes to go in sneezing fits. When slimes sneeze from the pollen, their agitation rapidly increases, making more boom slime explosions, crystal slime spikes, and all-around jumpiness. Great. Okay. Speculated that the unusually high nutrient count found within the tangle plorts now grows Earth's vegetables. Results from the tangle slime's incredible appetite for chickens. But that's super gruesome, so let's just ignore that. Oh boy. Anyway, you notice the tube delay is always a lot more on Twitch. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy how much more the delay is. There's things that work for both sides. Like, I will say that. Ooh, what the hell? Hang on. A silver parsnip. Like a carrot's rich, sophisticated cousin, but it's also silver. Okay. Okay. So, I feel like we just found some new things. Okay. Let's see what we do about that. Alright, how are these guys doing? They're fed. Okay, we need to do some labbing here, I think, right? So... I'm thinking. I'm doing big think. We probably need to get rid of one of these tabby slime corrals. We don't need this many tabby slimes. That much is obvious. I definitely want to get rid of this one. In fact, I might just do that now. We'll commit some war crimes real quick. Because I'm not able to really keep these things fed all that well anymore anyway. I am thinking about that. Okay. Looking over here. Yeah, okay. I need to figure something out here. I need to clear some inventory space. Why do I have these hens? Oh, because I was using them earlier. Okay, well, they go away now. All right, let's feed these fools. The fools will be fed. I could have sworn I left them food. I did. They're just not eating it. Great. Love it. Anyway, these guys, however, are doing great. Cloud 9 for them. Perfect. Hey, good to see you, Frosty Love Bunny. I don't see you there at first. Let me give you a little wave. Hello. That's how streaming on YT works for some reason, which is why you hate streaming on YT. Yeah, streaming on YT is just different. So here's why YT, you want to stream on YT. You build a community so much faster. At first, I was very skeptical about that. There was a long time where I was a doubter. I was a big doubter for a while. No, you build a community way faster on YT. It's just the truth. Because the problem is that with Twitch, I love Twitch. Twitch, I think, does a much better job at maintaining a community. If you're looking to maintain your community, Twitch is definitely better, without a doubt. Because for Twitch gives you, there we go. Twitch gives you much more, what's the word I would use? It gives you a lot more tools to like interact with your community with, right? So like, we have channel point redeems on Twitch. We have polls and predictions, and I mean, I guess YouTube has polls and predictions too. They have polls, they don't have predictions. The categories on Twitch are a little bit better, etc. But the problem with Twitch is that Twitch is only hype train raids. Yes, YouTube actually does have raids, but they're a lot harder to use. And also it's the raid browser on Twitch. So custom emotes to unlock from subbing longer. YouTube has those. YouTube has those. They got them recently. So, and YouTube's catching up. They are figuring some stuff out. But Twitch does a lot of streaming stuff better. They, like, for instance, just saying, they do the they do the raid browsing stuff better, or like raiding in general is just better on Twitch. I would argue that redeem functionality on Twitch is better because you have channel points. You don't have channel points on YouTube. But the trade-off is discoverability, because Twitch, the only metric on Twitch for whether or not you're discoverable is if you are the person who is the higher viewer streamer in that category. And that's fine to some degree. It makes sense. But the problem is that, like, if you don't show up in like the first 5 streamers for the category, you just don't show up for anybody. Whereas YouTube gives you a chance. You know what I mean? Okay, it's bedtime, so you can be awake if, hey, Amanda, thanks for showing up the stream. I always like having you around. I hope you have an awesome night. Best of luck. Best of luck getting your sister to the school bus tomorrow. Let's see here. I'm thinking about, let's sell these puddle boards. Nope, that's water. That's just regular water. There we go. Anyway. They're 2 different platforms. There's things that work best. There's things that work better for both. It is what it is. And yeah, I think the thing is that to say one is outright better than the other, I don't think is fair. I think that it's kind of a mischaracterization. There are things that I like about both platforms that are just different. That's what it comes down to. They're just different. It's cool though. I like that Twitch softened their position on dual streaming. There's still like some nuance, as we've kind of mentioned a few times on our streams before. But you know, it's getting there. It's getting better. And I would imagine that probably they're gonna have to continue softening that stance somewhat, because I don't know, maybe they won't. Because there's a lot of stuff that's going on with Google right now as far as like changes that are being made, like the whole Chrome breakup and stuff. For some reason, we'll see if it continues. But yeah, you always wondered why Twitch didn't do For You mode based on what you watch. Maybe it's there. There's some stuff. There's some more stuff that they're doing with like discoverability with tags, kind of. It's getting there. Yeah, they are trying to do things here and there to give smaller streamers a chance, because I think that they realize that their platform is very top heavy, and the thing is that that's as tempting as it is to leave it that way for them. I think that even they know that it's not a good model, because the thing is that you don't want to bank your entire platform off of a smaller number, or like off of a small number of large streamers. It would be cool to just scroll through live streams randomly, like a curated for you. Yeah, they do have a For You section, actually, kind of. If you are on desktop mode, the problem is it's desktop mode. They do have a mode, it's like a little window. It's small. That shows you on the left side, like your For You streamers. It is there, but it's small. I'm thinking here. Let's leave that as it is. And I'm going to grab this guy. Ooh. There we go. And we're gonna throw him into the ocean, into the ocean. Okay, and we're gonna do that. I wanna swim away, but don't know how. Oh. Sometimes it feels just like I'm falling in the ocean. Okay, anyway, I probably should not be singing that specific song on stream. Cool song, but it's a little dark. Subject matter's a little dark. Anyway. Yeah, and then on Twitch Mobile, they are starting to do like a streaming or like a swipe left and right type thing for your streams. What in the world is he doing? You got some airtime over there. You see that? Bizarre. They are starting to do like a swipe left and right thing for looking at like streams that are currently running. It's fine. It could be better. They're getting there. They just need time. Because the thing is that I think that the problem with streaming in general, whether it's YouTube or Twitch, is that from what I understand, both are very hard to run profitably right now. Let's see here. Finally getting around to watching the Amazon Vox Machine Season 2. Oh, Vox Machina. I'll have to check it out. I've not heard of that one. Is it an anime? Because I know that Amazon's been running anime recently. A lot of platforms are, because Netflix is making their own anime now. I mean, Netflix has been for a while, actually. Where's my water? There's my water. Let's see. I'm trying to get better. The big thing that I want to do to improve my setup right now is I want to, when I move out, because I'm moving soon, that's going to be, managing that with a streaming schedule is going to be interesting, actually. I plan on moving before June. And when I do, I am looking forward to swapping out to a standing desk. Because one thing that does concern me is I sit for very long periods of time when I'm streaming. That's fine. I can do it. And it's not like hurting me or anything, but nevertheless, you know, for a health conscious individual, I'm occasionally health conscious, not always. I do kind of consider that every now and then. Is Critical Role done through Titmouse, which is Adult Swim's main animation company? Ooh, that's right. I remember that they were doing something with Critical Role. Yeah, that's always been an interesting topic of discussion to me, because I follow D&D stuff somewhat. I don't follow it all that closely. I play it, obviously, but I don't follow the D&D community all that much. Basically, I play it, and when I'm done playing it, I'm done playing it. You know what I mean? Oh. I could have saved my boom slimes. Whoops. Okay. Thinking about that. Alright. Well, you know, lesson learned for next time, I guess. those are there. I don't know why I'm growing these lemons here, specifically. I mean, I guess I can leave them there. I'll figure it out. Okay. But I don't follow the D&D community all that closely, to be completely honest. And it's not because, like, there's a lack of me liking it or anything like that. It's just that I just don't. Anyway, there's a podcast that I really like called The Dungeon Cast. Ooh, he looks angry. Let's fix that. Oh, I've got to figure this out real quick. I'm gonna sell these honey ports just so I don't have them on me. Yeah, that's the thing about these dudes, is that, like, these wandering slimes that I have on that section of the ranch is that they don't, like, there's food on the ground and they don't eat it. Like, they need to be spoon-fed. I don't get it. Anyway, where I was going with this is a very interesting observation that the Dungeon Cast made about the D&D community. And I think it's something to think about. Like, so they were saying, hey, and they say this occasionally on their episodes, they were talking about how they like the Critical Role stuff, which I think, you know, yeah, the Critical Role stuff is good. Like, the world is interesting, the lore is cool. But I think Will, who's like the guy who's been playing D&D longer from that duo, he made a very good point that there's something not entirely right about giving a group of players that much influence over a community that is supposed to be formed around making their own adventures, if that makes sense. Like, basically the point that this guy was making is that, hey, the Critical Role stuff is cool, but a single group of players should not have as much influence over the community as the Critical Role group does. And I think, I think there's a very good point to be made there. By the way, I mean, I don't think they're ever going to see this, but shout out to the Dungeon Cast. They're great. I love that podcast. It helped me learn to play a lot. I think that there's a very good point to be made there, because the thing is that, like, I think that goes for any game, not just D&D. Like, I think having a group of players, it's the same thing with, like, Overwatch and competitive, right? Like, what messed up Overwatch, and this is Overwatch is more of an extreme example, because D&D is a much wider fan base, you know, much more varied fan base. You know, what people do with D&D is obviously much more varied than what people do with Overwatch. But, like, the problem that Overwatch hit was that during the Overwatch League days, the Overwatch League players had a huge say in balance decisions. And the problem with that is that if you had people like me, who came in during the beta era when all there was quick play, it was kind of a situation where, yes, there are balance decisions for competitive that make sense for, like, high level play that don't make sense for lower level play. And I think that that's where, like, Overwatch lost a lot of its what would I say, not appeal, but like what made it special. Became Overwatch League, was discontinued. Yeah, I mean, it probably was. Because the thing is, the Overwatch League was very expensive to run. You got replaced by OWCS. I don't know what that is. Yeah, because my understanding is that the Overwatch League was very expensive to run. And, I mean, the idea was flawed from the beginning. I don't think that the Overwatch League was ever a good idea. Because I have a lot of respect for people who are able to play a game like that as well as they do. You know, like, it takes a lot of skill to play a competitive game that effectively. No doubt. No doubt. But the thing is that the idea of running like a major budget competitive scene for a single game like that, like, at some point it had to end in disaster, right? Because Overwatch wasn't gonna stay that competitive forever, or like that popular forever. Like, even if they hadn't done like all the stuff that they messed up with Overwatch 2, like even if they hadn't burned the fan base, you play a lot of Counter-Strike, and even the new low level players are so good. That's Counter-Strike though. Like I think that Counter-Strike players have always been really good, you know? Like, I don't think, like, I think that the skill floor in Counter-Strike has always been comparatively pretty high. You have 600 hours, so you still look like an idiot all the time. Yeah, I feel like that's the way Counter-Strike's always been, though. Like, I feel like Counter-Strike has always had, like, a very high skill floor and an even higher skill ceiling. Yeah. I was never able to get into Counter-Strike. I liked Gun Game. Gun Game was fun. But, like, beyond playing Gun Game and CS Source, and then, what do they call it in, they had a weird name for it in Counter-Strike Go. I can't remember what the Counter-Strike Go version of Gun Game was called. But, yeah, beyond playing, like, the Gun Game and Gun Game-like modes, honestly, I was never able to get into it. I always preferred TF2. TF2 was so fun. Arms Race, that's right. Yeah. Arms Race was cool. I'm thinking here. Grab that. Grab these. Okay. So here's the plan. I built that chicken coop in the wrong spot. Fortunately, I have so much money that it doesn't really matter. Like, the minute the markets are up, we're crashing this. We're gonna crash the value of a lot of these to zero. Because I'm just storing stuff in my silo right now. Like, my attitude is, you know what? Market wants to screw me over, fine, I can wait. I'm patient. I'm a patient boy. So what I'll do is I'll just continue to wait. I'll continue to wait. And yeah, they can tank the values of my plorts as low as they want. The second that they go up, they're done. Over for them. Oh, I think I was keeping them in this silo. I am now very glad that I did overstock on silos. The custom graffiti images were the best in Source. Oh my god. You would see some insane stuff with sprays in TF2 and Counter-Strike. TF2 is the goofiest shooter ever, and mostly for casuals, which is why it's such a great game. Exactly. Like, content warning, if you've never, yeah. No, sprays in Counter-Strike and TF2 were wild. It was insane. Honestly, you would see some horrifying stuff in people's sprays in those games. It was kind of funny, actually. It was kind of funny. Okay. Why? Like, they're being fed. Why? Let me kick this. Oh, that's okay. Let's kick that down. They're eating too much. Right now they're sending out way too much plorts. There's more plorts than we can take care of. Same here, actually. Now I look at it. Figure that out in a bit. Get them fed. Figure more out in a second here. I wonder what eats the parsnips. I'll plant some in a second here. May as well. Okay. Alright, they've got food. They have... Okay, they'll be fine. TF2 wasn't for you when you played it back. Then you were super hyper competitive. Once you got burnt out on Overwatch, started playing more single player casual games. Yeah, so what was cool about TF2? Yeah, how bad do you think sprays in TF2 could be? Or Counter-Strike, yeah, very, very bad. Yeah, exactly. So, here's what was fun about TF2. What I loved about TF2 is that the servers, once upon a time, and I don't know if they still, because they broke TF2 a while back by getting rid of the community server browser. But what was fun about TF2 is that you had all these community run servers that you would just kind of hang out in. And the best ones were like Capture the Flag, where you had, what in the hell? What's he doing? Oh, okay. The best ones were Capture the Flag, where let's play sometime. They fixed it kind of nice. Yeah. I would love to. I would love to play TF2 sometime. Never mind. It fixed again. You go. Oh, what? That was weird. YouTube like showed me a message twice for some reason. Yeah, where was I? Oh, yeah. Going back to my train of thought. So what I loved about TF2 is that you would find like a Capture the Flag map, right? Nobody's focusing on the goal at all. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about winning the game. Like, you literally just go into a community server with some people in voice chat. You like BS with them for a while, like have like casual conversation or just listen to people talk, or you shut your voice chat off and just vibe, and like y'all just kind of like mess around in like a 300-hour match. Like you know, the server mod would turn the match time to like 30 hours so that it doesn't run out. And like it's a Capture the Flag game, and like, you know, it's 3 points to win, but nobody cares about the goals, so the goal's never reached. It's great. It's great, like, because there was just an atmosphere just vibing with TF2. Yeah, W plus M1 and vibe, exactly. Especially if you're playing as Pyro, yeah. But like, it's kind of fun too, like feeling like a galaxy brain playing as like the spy, you know, because nobody's paying attention. Yeah, TF2 was fun, and that was the thing that like Overwatch initially kind of was, right? Sure, there were never community servers for Overwatch, and I bet you there never will be, unless there's kind of a thing where, you know, somebody from like the Stop Killing Games movement or something like sets up a proper community server for it at some point. Where I'm going with this, however, is that like when Overwatch first started in beta, nobody really cared. Like, it was great. Like, you would just kind of do the same thing you would do in TF2. Isn't that just the workshop mode? Everybody in the Discord servers these days, so it's kind of hard to hit. Okay, that actually touches on something that really, really bugs me. I don't like that Discord is becoming the inheritor of old day forums. So what do I mean by that? So back in the day, like back in the mid to late 2000s, you had forums. Crazy concept. Think of it like Reddit, except instead of each subreddit being on the same site, like picture if a subreddit was its own website. So like if I wanted to talk about Hollow Knight, I would not go to the Hollow Knight subreddit. There was a website, you know, like, I don't know, let's just make one up, HollowKnightFans.com or something like that. Or like, you know, the Hollow Knight Cave or something, you know, all these forums had sort of cutesy names like that. And this site was purely dedicated to that community. And what was really cool about forums is if you wanted to search information or search for like, or like, you know, TF2 was the same thing. Like, TF2 had the Face Punch forums because they kind of just got meshed in with Gary's mod. So if you're looking for community mods or community resources or like, you know, fan servers or stuff like that, you would search on Google. The forum would pop up, like, you know, the TF2 team or something like that, whatever forum you were going to. And you would be able to get the information you needed by looking at that forum from Google or whatever search engine you were using, Yahoo, if you really want to go back. What I don't like about Discord, inheriting like these communities like this, is that if something's in a Discord, there is no way to discover it outside of that Discord. Like even if it's a public Discord, there's no indexing of it online. So there's no record of it at all. So let's say you're looking for a mod for a game. Like, modding communities going to Discord, I think is like actually one of the worst things that's happened to gaming recently, because it's not an immediate effect. It's going to be like a delayed effect, where what's going to happen is, let's say that you are, I'm trying to think of like a major modding community. There's like there's a modding community for like Unreal games, Unreal fighting games right now. So it's like, I can't remember what the modding community is off the top of my head, but they mod like Guilty Gear, they mod King of Fighters, stuff like that. The modding community for those games lives on that Discord. Did I just put up a corral where I wasn't supposed? Dang it! Demolish the coop. So the modding community for those games lives on that Discord primarily, right? Well, the problem is that if you're trying to look for mods for that game, unless you're in the know, like unless you know that Discord exists, you just assume that there's not a modding community for the game, right? Because there's nowhere that Discord is going to be publicly like advertised. You know, it's word of mouth. Like the problem with Discord is that the only discoverability that Discord has is word of mouth. And that's the other thing too, is that, yeah, Bob brings up a very good point. That's the other problem. That's the other problem with those situations, with Discords like that, is that not only is the Discord reliant on word of mouth to get the word out, the other problem that you've got is that once you join that Discord, you're getting all sorts of pings, because all these Discords feel the need to have like a general chat and a you know, and like a fan art channel and a, you know, community events channel and whatever. So as a result, oh god, this, I'm saving because I can't. Okay, well, all right. Here goes nothing. What could possibly go wrong, right? Okay. Oh, they're hungry. Okay. Let's grab these guys, actually. I'm thinking about this. Let's grab some fruit. I don't have room for fruit. Let's start with the Tangle Slimes, right? Okay. So we're gonna do this, I think. This. And we're gonna go boom. Boom. Right? Okay. And... okay, that's gonna scoop up the food. And now we can do this. And will he eat that plort? Yes. So now I can feed him a hen, right? Is he gonna eat the plort? Yes. And now I can feed him. That thing looks cool, actually. Okay. And now he's gonna do that. So yeah, so as a result, you know, if you're just looking for mods for a game, all of a sudden, like, you've gotta like turn off a bunch of community notifications that you don't care about, right? It sucks. Like, there's no other way to put it. It's not cool. It's not cool at all. I do not like it. And so anyway, I really don't like that Discord is becoming like the inheritor of like modding communities and community forums. I don't think that's a good thing. And I think that like 4 or 5 years from now, we're gonna lose a lot of like quality of life mods and stuff because like these forums are gonna be forgotten to time. Like, here's what I worry about, and I don't mean to sound negative because I don't like to sound negative, but my concern with situations like that. How many do I have in here? 6? Do we want to try to fit 8? I mean, I could try. We could possibly go wrong, right? Okay, let's do that. Tangle Slime. And... yep. And we'll do one more. Yeah. And this guy will eventually turn into a hybrid slime. Okay. Next thing I need to do, I need to find some way to feed these things. I need to find those prickly pear things. We can feed them chickens and mangoes for the time being. They've got plenty of chickens that, for some reason, pop up out here. So those will do for the time being. But I probably need to figure out a more long-term food solution for them, you know? Anyway, what I'm concerned about is from a game preservation standpoint. Because think about how many games you need right now, or there are right now, that you need a mod to make work. It's not common these days because like Windows compatibility stuff and whatnot has gotten pretty good. at keeping up with like updates and whatnot, and making old programs work. But I mean, you know, every now and then there's stuff like that ran on Windows 7 that doesn't run on like 10 or 11, right? And so what I think about a lot is what happens when like time goes on. Yeah, Reddit helps you find those kind of communities. You struggle as a kid to find forum websites for things you liked. That's true. But like, think about how much of a detective you have to be, in a way. Like an internet detective you have to be to find like modding discords and stuff. You know, like let's say that you're just somebody who wants to download like you know, a mod for Guilty Gear or, you know, King of Fighters or whatever. You know, you want Soul Bad Guy to be blue, or, you know, whatever. I'm just like coming up with an example. Like, I shouldn't have to play internet detective. Yeah, you don't disagree. That makes for more vibrant communities. Yeah. I think I get where you're coming from, where you're saying it's kind of a different version of the same problem, which I would agree with. With cooler websites and more diversity, exactly. You modded Hollow Knight? Oh, nice. Did you do that recently, Mario? Or like, did you do it just now, or like once upon a time? But yeah, like the thing is that but yeah, it's two different versions of the same problem. I think the nice thing about the situation with forums from back in the day is that they were publicly indexable. You could find them. That's my main concern with like the Discord era, is that like the problem with the Discord era is that like if the Discord's not known about, then the information's effectively gone. like it's not indexed anywhere, and that's my main problem with it. And also, Discord's very reliant on bots, so you got to think about like the infrastructure. A while ago, you talk about this, made you feel like you should bring it up. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it's relevant to the conversation. Like, but that's exactly it, though. Okay. Is it me, or are these things bigger than the other Largos? These things look huge. Maybe it's just the Saturn rings that are around them. They look big. Like, compared to our honey booms, they're somewhat larger. Although, we have 8 in there versus, like, the 6 we have in here. Huh, okay. Something to think about. I might have overdone it. Yeah, Discord should have way more built-in tools. Yeah, because that's another thing too, is that think about how many Discord servers are reliant on infrastructure that's not hosted by Discord. You know, like it's not just a matter of, hey, this Discord server is not. I guess I could throw these guys away. I hate to do it because I went through a big hassle to get them. These Tangle Slimes are kind of rare, too. I'm thinking. I'm doing big think. Here's one thing I am gonna do. Because I am very concerned about these guys running out of food somehow. That could become actually a quite major concern. Let's do some stuff here. We're gonna go here. And mosey on in this direction. Honey ports are still down. I'll store them. That gives me an opportunity to check on how things are going over here. But yeah, where I was going with this is that these servers, even if they were accessible, whoa, what's he doing? Okay. Yeah, when they get like the big like red eyes like that, it terrifies me. I don't like it. Okay. Even if the servers were accessible, the other problem is the infrastructure situation. There is a lot of infrastructure that Discord servers rely on that is not Discord dependent, right? So, like, if you think about it, there are different bots, like Nightbot, for instance. I think Nightbot is Discord. Nightbot actually might be Twitch, but these are third parties that have nothing to do with Discord that a lot of Discord servers are just reliant on, right? It's kind of scary when you think about it, because the fate of a lot of Discord servers are in the hands of an infrastructure that doesn't even live on Discord. Kind of weird to think about. it's not good. Because eventually, you know, when these developers like abandon those projects and stop paying for those bots, nice bots also on YT, yeah. You know, eventually when these people decide they no longer want to work on those projects or pay for those bots anymore, those servers are effectively dead, right? Or at least they're in major trouble. Hey, hello, Rox. Here's what I do think. I do think that Discord needs to set up some sort of archive for public servers. Like, I think that's really the only way you could swing it, right? Like, I don't think that every Discord server ever should be archived. That would be bad. Because, you know, people have personal Discord servers they run all the time. That's not good. But I do think that publicly accessible Discord servers should have some sort of archive system. And the community would help build, yeah. They're just way too obtuse. Yeah, Discord, I think that Discord swelled to a size that it really needed to not be. I think that Discord's actually gotten too big for what Discord is able to handle. There's a lot of stuff that relies on Discord now that really we should not be relying on Discord for. Because, like, you have, like militaries using Discord, and I'm thinking to myself, that's not good. That's not good. Let's see here. There is a version of that for browsers. It's called the Wayback Machine. Exactly, but there's no Wayback Machine. There's no Wayback Machine for Discord. That's exactly my point, actually, is that Discord's not archivable. I hope I haven't been on the subject for too long, but it's something I think about a lot. Japan actually still does have a lot of sites like this. It's common for people to build their own sites for logs and stuff. Yeah, and I think the reason why Japan is able to do that is that from what I understand, the website domain monopoly is not as bad in Japan. And I could be wrong about this, but from what I understand, Japan didn't have the same problem with like the .com boom that we did in the US. So for those who don't know, when the internet was really picking up steam in the US in the late 90s and early 2000s, what you had was a lot of people who just started buying up website domains like crazy. So what they did was kind of picture it, you can almost picture like the Wild West. Like, picture if somebody were to go out to like the Wild West and just start fencing off large areas of land and like saying, this is my land now, and if you want to be on my land, you have to pay to be on my land. That's kind of what happened in the early internet. So what happened was you had people who basically in the early internet just ran around grabbing up as many websites as you could think of. Like as many different web domain names as you could think of, and claiming them as their own. And to the point where basically like, you know, most website domain names that like are actual words were pretty much eaten up by these people. So the problem with that is that as a result, if you own all of the website names and you don't have much competition, or very little competition, you get to name the price for those website names. And so website hosting in the US became very expensive, because to own a website domain name, you need to pay like one of the 2 or 3 people. It's not 2 or 3 people. It's a little bit more than 2 or 3 people. You know, it's like companies, like, you know, one of the probably like one of the few tens of companies that own all these websites. If I remember correctly, I don't think that Japan had that same problem. I don't think that Japan latched on to the .com boom quite as much as the US did, because what happened in the US is that you have like stock investors who just like dumped their money into these companies that were grabbing up all these website names, and so as a result that caused these companies to grow at a much faster pace than they should have. And then, you know, they called it the .com bubble. Well, the reason why it was the bubble is because all these sites like move very quickly, and everybody assumed they were going to continue moving quickly, and then they stopped moving. Like, they plateaued. And the problem is that, like, with stock investors, a lot of these people are so obsessed with growth that they don't see a profitable project and say, oh, that's fine. Like, it's not about, like, making a stable amount of money for a lot of these people. It's about making, like, money more and more quickly. Well, the problem with that is that, like, you know, eventually you hit a point where no matter what industry you're in, you're gonna stop making money faster, and you're gonna still be making money just at the same pace you were before. And these people, like, investors never seem to understand that concept, that a profitable company is still a good thing, even if it's not, like, increasing the rate at which it's profiting. Major problem in many U.S. industries, not just the dot-com bubble, although the dot-com bubble was a very extreme example of it. Let's see here. Investing on literally any not product besides, yeah, there's, let's see here, wait, investing on literally not product besides it's a payment site called Paymuch, yeah, there's no code, we own the domain, yeah, exactly, yeah, it's crazy. Because when you think about it, it was, your dog was going insane trying to break down the wall. I've told the story about my old friend's horse. I had a friend who had a horse who, like, slammed his ass into a window and, like, broke through a window. It was kind of funny. He was not hurt. He was not hurt. If anybody was worried about the horse, he was not hurt. But yeah, it's just kind of funny. Yeah, it just brought back some memories there. Yeah. Yeah, no, this horse had this thing that he would do. That he'd, like, sway back and forth like this when he was standing. And the problem is that if you left him near something, he would, like, sway more and more as time went on until he started crashing into things. Yeah, so somebody had the bright idea to leave him next to a window, and, well, he did what he did and just smashed the window open. You have to wonder what the thought process was when he did that. Yeah, he was like, oh, wow, that was kind of loud. Yeah, it's funny because horses are strange creatures. Because they're very, and if Amanda were here, she'd be launching off on our idle animation IRL. Okay, that is the comment of the night, I think, Mario. Holy crap, that's funny. Literally, though, that's what he was doing. He was doing his idle animation, and he smashed into something. But, yeah, horses are weird, because they're simultaneously the smartest and dumbest creatures that you could ever meet. They're insanely intelligent, but they also have an extremely high capacity for stupidity. Like, horses have an unbelievable capacity for stupidity. And I think the reason why is they're, in a lot of ways, they're kind of like kids, right? Because kids are that way, where kids are actually a lot smarter than people give them credit for, but they also have a very high capacity for stupidity. You don't know that you like them? You're not alone in that opinion. One thing that I find very funny about this community is that, like it seems like everybody is, I should say everybody, but most people in this community have kind of banded together on the opinion that they don't like horses. I don't know what it is. I find it hilarious. It's very funny to me, but it's just something I've noticed that I thought was kind of odd. Because, yeah. You made a very funny yeah, you did, Mario. It was pretty good. I liked it. Oh, man. You know, here I was earlier on the stream, like, talking about how we might be finishing Slime Rancher soon. I'm not so sure we are. We made, like, barely any progress this stream. I mean, we made progress, don't get me wrong, but, like, I'm, like, thinking to myself, we're almost at the 3-hour mark, and we've done some things. We've not done a ton, though. Like, a lot of it's just kind of been maintaining the farm. Oh, I keep forgetting to get water. Yes. We were super close, but we did, like, nothing. Yeah, literally. I mean, I did some things. You know, it was progress. It just wasn't a lot of progress, you know? I'll grab a couple more of these. I feel like, yeah, the rooster get away. Not sure, though. I literally am just like, okay, I think these guys are fed. They'll have food. I'll throw in some mangoes just for good measure, but I think that we should be safe with the amount of food that they now have. Yeah, I think that we're in the safe. Oh shoot! I just realized. We might be in trouble. Let's see. What I just remembered is we haven't been back to the lab in a long time. That's not good. That's very not good. Let's see what's happening. Ooh, this might be bad. Might be bad. Okay, none of them are angy yet. They're not good, but it's not as much as I was worried about. That's fine. Betty. Okay. Ow. Oh, hey, Jacob. I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you. Hello. Yeah, welcome. Welcome back. Glad to see you here. Yeah, we were talking about Discord and old internet, new internet, and just kind of vibing right now. You know, it's been a good stream. I've actually really enjoyed the stream. I am so glad I took a big boy nap. Yeah, I'll throw in some mangoes for seeds to chickens instead. You know, that's a typical SenkOtter move. I'm not gonna deny that. Yeah, Discord. Yeah, it's. Yeah, we were talking. Basically, what we were kind of talking about, like, is just sort of the change from like how we used to have like old internet forums compared to like Discords now, and how I think that the discoverability problem with Discord is a big problem. SenkOtter. I'm trying to remember. Were you the first person who called me SenkOtter? I'm trying to remember. You like games that force proximity chat to play? Gets you to engage with people? Among Us type ones are. Yeah. I always thought that was really funny in Rust. Like, that was, I used to play Rust back in Alpha. I have barely played Rust since it left Alpha. I played it like a couple of times here and there. Outside of like just to see what the updates are like, because they always show the super cool stuff that they've updated Rust with. Here's my problem with Rust. Because I love Rust. Some of the funniest memories I've ever had from any game I've played come from Rust. My problem with Rust. Most servers are toxic and awful, but when you find a good one, yes. That's a big one. My problem with Rust is that, like, they put a huge amount of effort into that game. Huge. Undeniably huge. Like, that game is very well polished these days. It's great. And, like, they're one of the few developers that not only had an early access project. You gotta say hello to your friend? Yeah, go ahead. So, like, they're one of the very few developers on Steam that have not only taken a early access project and delivered on what the early access project was supposed to be. They did that and more. Like, they hit 1.0 and then they kept going. Like, it's great. I have a lot of respect for, and actually, that's a Gary Newman project, I think. That was Facepunch Studios that did Rust. Anyway, yeah, funny how things tie back. Anyway, where I'm going with this, though, is that, like, they have all these super cool features they've added, like plumbing systems, electrical systems, car modding systems, all this cool stuff that you can't access unless you have like 10 people with you. Because, like, if you log off for a night, your base gets blown up, like, after 10 minutes of you being offline, you know? Like, and so what I've kind of wanted to do for a long time is I have an old computer sitting in my garage. And it's a good machine. It has a 1080 in it. It has, like, a decent processor in it. And it's just been sitting there. And I've been thinking to myself, I want to turn that into a dedicated server machine. I want to run a Minecraft server off of it, and I want to run a Rust server off of it. And, like, I think it would be very cool to just have, like, a server machine that I could just load up a private Rust server on and check out all the cool stuff they've done without being blown up after 10 minutes of logging off, you know? I know that there are like non-PvP servers and stuff like that, but like, I don't know. At some point I would like to make just like a private like server that's just mine that I can like log on to and play effectively single player in. I think that'd be kind of cool. I probably I would get tired of it eventually, but I would like to just check out the new cool stuff, you know? Do some crazy builds and whatnot. I think it's crazy that they just don't have a built-in single-player mode. I think the idea is that they want to discourage people from trying to play single-player, but, I mean, I think that they should at least just give people the option, you know? Like, I think that, like, not everybody wants to play the game in multiplayer mode. But, yeah, some of my best memories came from Rust Alpha. I loved Rust Alpha. It was a mess. And hopefully, I don't know, maybe at some point I'll make some memories in new Rust, because 1.0 Rust is sick. Or I guess post 1.0 Rust. Like, what I've played I really thought was cool. They did a great job with it. It also just could be kind of fun to have like a server that I can just play with friends on, you know? Like just build like a friend server, maybe. Like, mostly single player, but if my friends want to hang out on it, then like they're welcome to. I think that'd be sick. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll run like, no. I was thinking, oh, I could run my own Minecraft machine off of this and like have like a community server off of it. I thought about it more and I realized that's not a good idea for a couple of reasons. Okay, let's feed these guys. Here's what I think I'm gonna do, maybe? Okay. We're going to start... Ow. One of those guys get out now. Alright. He's going away. We're getting rid of our Largos. Bye! You know, I feel like... you know, this game has me do things sometimes that I question the ethics of. I don't like the moral dilemmas that Slime Rancher occasionally puts me in. It's not cool, actually. You know, like there are times where I feel like I'm committing some borderline war crime behavior in this game. That's 5 of them in here. Let's move a couple of these guys over, I think. There we go. I don't like it. All right, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We'll throw one more in. There we go. Cool. Anyway, you're gonna leave now. Have a good rest of the stream. Okay, cool. Well, thanks for stopping by, Kirby. I always appreciate you coming along. I always appreciate anybody coming along. It's fun. I'm glad that we're building more of a community for the SenkOtter streams. I appreciate everybody supporting me just by being here. It's cool. I appreciate it a lot. Let's see. Okay. Down he goes. Sayonara. 07. No hard feelings because you don't have hard feelings. yeah, basically, in a way, you know. I mean, knock on wood, I've been pretty lucky. I've had like a couple of situations where I've had like, especially when I started on the YT side, where I had like some not chill people come in, but by and large, I'm lucky to have like a very cool community. I have a very cool community that I really like, and I'm glad. I feel very lucky to have it. Let's see. Let's feed the machine. There we go. Rockports are up even. Betty. That's great. Yeah, this whole thing with me clearing out that Rockport situation, long overdue. This was long overdue. Because the thing is that, like, the Tabby Rockport situation that we've had running here for a while has been... I mean, we just had too much of them, you know? We just had too much of them lying around. And they're not exactly the most profitable to leave lying around, so I'm not super keen on keeping them. Let me see here. Doing a quick vibe check. Yeah, let's keep going for a little bit. So, let's see here. Because what my goal is by the end of the stream, I'd like to have this I'd actually like to have this cleared out, I think. Interesting. I don't know why those just vanished on me. They must have gotten, like, had some sort of collision problem. So the goal here, right now... Oh, I need to switch here. Boom. There we go. So, the ones you're getting rid of, you want to see one of them eat a fort. Dang it. I wish you said that earlier. Did you want to see one become a tar? I'm always kind of leery of letting a tar, do you like to picture a bunch of mean-mugged fish from SpongeBob rolling into your chat and calling you a nerd? No, I wouldn't have mind if they called me a nerd. Nerd I would have been fine with. Yeah, no, we had, I remember one night, we had a very weird group of people pop in on the YT side that were like, just saying some weird stuff. It was weird stuff. And then like, I was kind of like, ah, okay, whatever. They're just having fun. And then like one of them said a PewDiePie on a bridge word. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's not how you spell the tiger's name from Winnie the Pooh. So I'm going to have to ban you. And that was the end of that. So anyway. And that was the end of that. Yeah. It's funny too because like YouTube's weird because they don't give you like an outright option to specifically ban somebody. You essentially just shadow ban them. Like they think they're still visible in your chat, but they're not. It's really weird. I don't know if I like it. Like I kind of like that on Twitch. It's like, okay, like on Twitch, like it outright tells the person, hey, you're banned, you're done. I think it's really weird that YouTube does like this thing where the person's effectively shadow banned and they don't know. I guess the idea is that like they're gonna come back to watch your stream regardless. It probably keeps down alt counts. Yes. I just wish that for the streamer they let you know that this is the equivalent to a ban because it took me forever to find the ban feature on YouTube. I didn't know where it was because I was like, oh, okay, there's like hiding, because on YouTube they just call it like hide this person from your channel and all their chats, and like that's the ban button. Yeah, you can put them in timeout too. Yeah, it's so weird. Yeah, because essentially like YouTube doesn't have like a ban feature, they have an indefinite timeout feature. I just think it's strange, you know. Anyway, we demolish this, I guess, and I want to farm some of those silver parsnips because I don't want to keep this thing in my inventory, but I don't want to lose it either. I feel like it's kind of like a rare little resource we found there, so I'll build it up for the time being. And then since I'm not super worried about feeding these things, let's see here. You know what I should have done? I made a big mistake. Well, not a big mistake. Fair mistake. It's fixable. I should put the beets by here so that the robots grab the beets and move them properly. I think I'll do that. There we go. Okay, they're fed. They should be good on food. And I need to make sure all these dudes are fed because they need food. And yeah, I don't know why they're running out of food so quickly. Crazy. Welcome, Lunar the Great Kid. Welcome. Yeah, we're just chilling right now, talking about internet stuff and playing Slime Rancher and vibing. Let's see here. We're gonna go here. Talk about the weird differences between YouTube and Twitch a little bit too. Yeah, it's I'm gonna be very curious to see what the streaming or the future of streaming in general looks like. Not just Twitch, not just YouTube, just streaming in general, because there's a market for it for sure. But from everything I've read, it sounds like it's actually very hard to keep streaming running stably for a lot of companies. Like it seems like nobody kind of has like the right solution for it, you know. And I wonder what the future of that looks like. But I mean, you know, for the time being, I'm just vibing here and having a good old time. So, you know, be what it be. It's above my pay grade. I just stream. Yeah, think about the big questions of like the future of streaming and whatnot. Not my problem. Not my problem. That's the executive's problems. I just stream and hope for the best. Let's see. Are these dimwits hungry? Yeah. Okay. Let's figure that out. You know, I feel like it might not be the best thing that I refer to my slimes as dimwits, but I mean, it's what I'm thinking. You know, I'm calling it as I see it. You know, when I feel like it's warranted when they have food right in front of them and then they don't eat. There's definitely some bubbles around. One would almost say the economy is boiling. Yeah. Yep. Let's see here, actually. Wait. Did I not catch a good glimpse of the stock market? Of the plort market? Yeah, life is... Yeah. Yeah, I would say that life is actually very underrated. There's a lot of... There's a lot of things in life that make it very easy to look at things with a negative outlook. And I think as a result, life has become very underrated, you know? Like, there's a lot of good things that are easy... They're easier to forget about sometimes. And I'm speaking big generalities right now, you know? I mean, I'm probably saying something that people have said a million times. But, nevertheless. Okay, how are these guys doing? Ooh, big money time. Big money time. Okay. 1, 2, 1. There we go. And, yeah. Time to make some big money. Big money. I'm excited, you know. Cashing out. Actually, this is gonna be... You wanna see me make a tar? Find a random pig slime and give it a honey and a boom? Sure. Betty. I don't know why you want me to see me make one, but I can make one. Let's do it. Let me sell these, because I want to make my big money. And yeah, let's give it a go. Just like, yeah, exactly. Life of games. If you love life and you love games, and you got a good heap and serving of both, then I'd say you're doing pretty well. Big money. Oh, what else is booming right now, actually? We could sell some of our quantum plorts, actually. I want to do that real quick while they're up. How much time do I have? Hang on. I think the market rolls over at midnight. Let's see what the market does real quick, because I don't want to run over and get the quantum slimes, just have the market roll over again. Let me see what it does. Have these carrots? Ooh, I guess not carrots, parsnips. Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Now that I have my silver parsnips, we're going to do a couple things. We're going to stop growing these real quick. Remove crops. We're going to... Do I have a beet? Dang it. Oh, I can pull one out of here. We're going to start growing a heartbeat in here. Right? Boink. And then we're going to put the parsnips here. Why am I doing this? The reason why I'm doing this is because... Oh, no wonder these were growing so slowly. This wasn't an upgraded plot. Actually, it's a very good thing I did this. So the reason why I'm doing this is I want the resources that these slimes consume to be closer to them. My next goal is to take this drone over here. T, I think. E to activate. Pick up. And I'm going to put him closer to this plot here. That's my plan, at least. So now what will happen is this drone is basically the feeder drone for this section of the farm, and we don't have any further problems with these things not being fed when I forget about them, you know? So, let's see, get myself out of T mode. Target. Veggies. Source. Gardens. Destination. Corrals. Bam. Look at that. Like, I do like the drone programming feature in this game because it feels like block coding in a way, you know? I think it's kind of cool. I think it's really cool, actually. Is there gambling in this game? That'd be funny if there was. That'd be very funny if there was. I don't think there is, but it would be funny. Parsnips. Do these guys like these things? They eat them? I mean, they eat them. They don't like them all that much, though. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what eats those things. I'm just keeping them right now because I didn't want to keep them in my inventory, but they seem rare. Ooh, yes. Okay, let's all right. We're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna do a couple things. Part snip, yeah, part snip. You know, let's not talk about what parts are being snipped.
Huh?
Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not a veterinarian. Bam. Bam. Okay. Because Mario Mayhem wants me to commit war crimes in the middle of nature in this game. Yeah, this game has stocks, more or less legal gambling. Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. That's the way that I would put it. It has an effective equivalent to stocks. Okay. I'm gonna do that. There we go. I want to grab my puddle ports while I'm thinking about it. Make some extra big money. You know, I've been meaning to grab water from this area for a little while now. I need to check up on this area more often. I need to just collect more of these puddle slimes. Oh, nope. Don't want to vacuum him up. There we go. Yeah, that's the problem with the puddle slimes is that they're so, like, because of the fact that you have to raise them in low density, you can't raise all that many of them at once. Yeah. Yeah, because, so, yeah, here's what's going on, Bob. I'll show you what's going on. For those who are not in the know. So, this market here is where I sell the plorts, which are like the crystals that my slimes poop out. And the value of these goes up and down somewhat based off of what I've been selling. It's kind of random, but it's somewhat based off of what I've been selling. So, you know, anytime you're selling your plorts to these things, it's kind of, there's a little bit of gamba involved because you never know if you're selling them at the completely right time. You can get a sense for when is the right time, but, okay. Here's a big group of them even. Here, we'll cause some real problems here. All right, and now we're gonna give him that. Nope. Crap. That's not what I wanted to do. Somewhere else I could get an extra port from. I mean, we're kind of causing a recipe for trouble here. Oh, here we go. Oh, I have resource machines that I've not been farming from. All right. All right, Mario, you get your war crime. There you go. He's not doing much, actually. Why is he coming after me? Like, yeah, he's very focused on me. All right. He goes after the Largo first. And there you go. Wow, these things multiply quick. Let's undo my war crime. Yeah. That actually had a lot of potential to get out of hand really quickly. Okay. Now that we are done abusing slimes, let's go ahead and go over here. And what does this do? Is this just to show that I wasted my money on this thing? Okay. Quantum slimes. I have a fair supply of them that I need to sell. I think I need quantum slimes for a lot of stuff, actually. I might not want to sell a bunch of them, but we'll sell a fair amount. Ooh, hunter slimes are up. Okay, here's what I think I'm gonna do. I've got teleporters I can build. Did I never build like the little resource teleporters? I could have sworn I did. Let's figure that out. Easy enough to fix. Go over here. And let's take a look. You got what you asked for, though. There you go. If you got what you asked for, then I did my job. Let's see. I'll feed these dimwits. Oh, actually, they're not dimwits. They, in this situation, are justified for not having eaten because they had no food. Great. That one is on me. Okay. Well, you know, you win some, you lose some, and all that. All right, let's feed them. All right. And my plan here. Oh, we're full on crystal slimes. How much are crystal slimes going for right now? I've been trying to be patient with selling off my crystal slimes because my idea here is that I can make... Oh, I might just want to make a marketplace, actually. Marketplace might make more sense. Okay, boink, boink. Fill that up. There we go. And we're gonna go... Where? Oh! There. Grab more. Yeah, I need to be better about keeping these things managed. Okay. I think I've done most of what I wanted to do. Because I want to get storage done. Well, I want to get that idea of mine done real quick. Build like one of those little market teleporters. I don't know if I want to build like a teleporter to the marketplace or just build a direct like mini market. Because I think the mini market, like it doesn't tell you the prices, but if you know the prices, then it doesn't matter. So maybe I'll just do that. Oh. Feed the Tom Sawyer robot. Okay. There we go. Betty. Cool. All right. So that looks good. Oh. I need to grab some from here. Yeah, the pink ports go very quickly. Because even though they're the base level port, you need them for a bunch of stuff, for like making stuff. So like anytime I get them, they just go immediately into the refinery. So, be what it be. There we go. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Okay, this thing's collecting onions right now. I actually need to grab some onions and put them in the pink port machine. Perfect. At least we got enough of them. Yeah, I like having the bee drones. The bee drones are really cool. I've learned to really like them. Okay. Oh, what in the world? Oh, I see. I put Okas in here because I wasn't sure when these guys were going to get their food of choice again. Let's pull these out. Oh, that's water. No, I know what I'm doing. Kind of anticlimactic, probably because you stopped it before it went out of hand. Yeah. You know, I was looking at that situation. I was thinking this could potentially get very bad for me very quickly. Like I saw the writing on the wall and I was like, you know what? I'm good. Oh man, that was funny though. It was kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of funny. All right, let's do this. What do I need to do to build like one of those markets? Actually, let's do this. Make the process a hell of a lot faster for everybody. Let's put the onions here. That way I don't need to switch it back or remember to switch it back. You're so late. You were at the hospital for a check on the kidney stone. Okay, I hope it's doing better. It's better, right? By the way, hi, lamb. I like how that's your greeting for the night. You come in swinging. All right, let's go here and let's go there, and we build stuff. You don't need to be sorry for being late if that's why. Yeah, no, I never apologize for being late to one of my streams. It's all good. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just happy when people show up. Like, at all. Yeah, I don't take that for granted, honestly. Because, like, I felt like I've done pretty well recently. But I still very much remember a time when I was starting out where, you know, like, why are these guys running around hungry? There's food on the ground. Okay, let's get this taken care of. Pardon me there, that completely broke my train of thought. I remember a time not super recently, but like early on when I was starting, where, you know, like starting out as a streamer, you get like 0 to 3 viewers a stream. And so I don't ever take my viewers for granted as a result. And my plan is to never, you know. It's gone, but they were checking. If it's gone, or just hiding, it's gone. Perfect. That's great. Yeah. No, I had a buddy. I think I've told this story before. I had a buddy when... Well, I have one. Who, when he was in college, he and his roommate ate nothing but, like, chicken tenders from the school cafeteria. It was chicken tenders and soda. Like, chicken tenders and Mountain Dew was their diet. That was all they ate. And it was funny because two completely different guys. You know, my buddy's on the bigger side. He was, you know, he's a large, strong man. And the other guy was more like small and sort of skinny. And it was literally within a week of one another. Okay, I have told this. Yeah. That like both of them were eating, like drinking nothing but Mountain Dew and eating nothing but chicken tenders, and just like my buddy gets a kidney stone, and then a week later his roommate did. I shouldn't laugh about it, but it's like, dude, the writing was on the wall, you know, like they both changed their diet after the second time, but you think the warning shot would be enough, you know? Oh man, I'll never. No, Horse, that was this guy too. Video Funny Horse from our chat, and he said the funniest thing when I told him that story, or like when we told him that story, because he said you can't keep a growing boy away from his tendies. It's the funniest damn thing he's ever said. I should say the funniest. He said a lot of funny things, but that was among the funniest things he said. Oh man. Yeah. Anyway, you know, it's not always diet, but diet can play a role in it sometimes, for sure. And in that situation, it definitely did. You know, people get them all the time for much less severe circumstances. But I'm sorry, if you're eating nothing but salt and drinking nothing but sugar every day, it's gonna happen. There's like it will most likely happen at least. Let's see here. Put the market here. Market link. There we go. And there we go. Ooh, I like that. There we go. Grab all of these. And I realize... Oh no! Oh crap. Okay, how bad is it? Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's bad. Okay. Is it safe? I hear the music. There's one still wandering around. Okay. Great. Oh, just lovely. No! What? Ow! Alright. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think we're good. I think we're good. We had a little bit of a tragedy on the farm today. We had a little bit of a tragedy on the farm today. Oh god. That was, alright. Lesson to self. Don't overfill the vacuum in this section. Just don't. Holy smokes. That could have been bad. Like we lost 3 of our Largos there. They're easy enough to replace, fortunately. But man, that could have been really bad. Man. Okay. Well, lesson learned. No! Oh, and I don't have water. Oh, shoot. Okay, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Take a big chomp out of me. I don't care. Okay. Great. Guess you did demonstrate on some wild slimes. Oh, you kind of wish Yeah, that was... All right. Awesome. Just great. You know, something tells me that having the market link here might be a bad idea. Like, I'm starting to get some early warning signs of that. I'm probably just going to ignore them, but just something I'm thinking about. Something I'm thinking about. Anyway. You know, this was a chill stream until that happened. That was funny. I mean, I can't even be mad. It's just like, dang. Alright. And I've got so many rad florets to sell. Ooh, okay, crap. Okay. Almost had it happen again. Something tells me that having silos full of other ports is a bad idea in here. Yeah, it's iffy. It might not be my best idea, but like, I am. How do I put this? It's kind of where the stuff needs to go, sort of. I don't know where else to. The reason why I have the silos in here in the first place is because of the fact that we need them due to the florets kind of, or the largos kind of wandering around here. But the problem is that, like, as a result, like, this is effectively my storage space now, you know? It's not ideal. I don't know. I don't know what the right call is here. What I kind of need? What I kind of need is... Oh, wait, are rat ports up or down right now? I should check that. I'm not entirely certain I want to sell a huge amount of my quantum ports. I want to sell some, just to take advantage of the fact that I can. But I probably should sell, like, all of them because they're kind of an important resource. Why is he hanging out here? Get away. Yeah, the problem is the money's too tempting, you know? It's big money. It's very big money, actually. Okay. Love it. And I'll leave about 100, just in case I... Oh. I need to be more careful about that. I need to display better habits. I need to display better habits. Okay. Fortunately, he's taking care of me. This dude's taking care of me. There we go. Thank you for cleaning up after me. Alright. So, what I'll do is I'll leave 100 in there. Just in case I need to build something. And I've got a lot of money to work with now, which is fortunate because we're going to need that to do some rearrangement of the ranch. Because that's eventually the next thing we got to do is we got to do some big rearrangement of the ranch. What I need to do right now is I need to replace the 4 largos we lost in that tragic accident. So that's the next thing we do. I've got my work cut out for me for sure. What is going on over here? Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright. Easy enough to fix. Easy fix. You were scared about the TARS happening? You remember the largos in here are part quantum? Yeah. Yeah. No, I think that was... that might have been your idea, Mario. It was somebody's idea. Whoever had that Are you kidding me? The drones are just completely ignoring the beet farm and just feeding the rad slimes? Sure. That's hilarious, actually. I can't be mad. There's something that's kind of funny about it. Okay. Fortunately, the rock tabby slimes seem happy enough. Okay. Okay. We're doing all right. Okay. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. There we go. Let's leave those on the ground. Feed you. Feed you. Feed you. And feed you. Bam, there we go. It's like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened, folks. You said 8 days. It might have been Kirby's idea then. Somebody had the idea to do this, and it kind of makes sense. I'm not sure if I entirely like it, but I think the thing is that these guys teleport out of whatever cage they're in, and the plorts that they make are actually extremely necessary for a lot of different ingredients, so it's kind of what I have to do. So, be what it be, I guess. Let me check the market real quick. See if we can make any more big money today. Not really. Crystal ports are kind of up, but I'll put a market link up there. Man, crystal ports used to sell for so much more. I feel like they did, at least when I first got them. Whatever. I think at this point I kind of want to start wrapping stuff up, actually. Let's do save and quit. We're gonna bring ourselves back to my chatting screen. And boom, I'm gonna do that. And I'm going to transition back. Okay, so what's the plan for this week? The plan for this week is a few things. So next stream is going to be Thursday, I think. It's gonna be a Pokemon stream, Pokemon Scarlet. If you all enjoyed this Slime Rancher stream, I think at the rate that we're going, the next Slime Rancher stream specifically would be probably Sunday, because we would do Pokemon on Thursday and then Hollow Knight on Friday, Pokemon on Saturday. Yep. Yeah, it would probably be Slime Rancher on Sunday. So if you're here for me, the next time you'll see me is Thursday, 9 or 8 p.m. Pacific. Yes, thank you for showing up. I want to thank everybody for showing up. Because I want to thank anybody new who came by and gave me a chance. I appreciate it. Bob, thanks for showing up, man. I love to see you showing up to the streams. I really appreciate it, actually. I love to see that we had some returning faces, some people that we hadn't seen in a long time, like Jacob. That's awesome. So please come back. Always come back. And if you're lurking, that's great. You don't need to chat. If you're just vibing and enjoying hanging out here, I appreciate you spending your time with me. Pixel Bob, that's an awesome emote. Anyway, that being said, I am going to look at the raid browser here, see if we have any friends of the channel running potentially. Who is up? Let's see. Oh, Cup's running. Okay, we're going to raid into Cup. Yeah, Cup Google's a great streamer. Absolutely love him. Best of luck to you all this week. Be good to yourselves. Brave faces, everyone. I will look forward to seeing you Thursday, 8 p.m. Pacific. In the meantime, have an awesome one. Be good to yourselves, and I'll see you then. Later, y'all. Good night.